Yes, dead girl to the end. Andrew Riley gave $4. Said challenge accepted, and that brings my total to 54. Okay, and I think we're actually ready to get rolling. Yeah, I know, right? Wow, we have a lot of donations, by the way, coming in. $5 from Bathtub, who said, yay. The most inspiring. $100 from Anonymous, no comment there, thank you. $5 from Jeb, who said, let's see Dead Girl get to the end. Steel Frost gave $40 and said, Steel Frost must be the name for Cloud. Also, Hybro Sanchez, God of Legacies. Oh, I know you, boy. I know you. You're a cool person. Wait, no. That was not the appropriate sound effect for being cool. $10 from Bad Scribbler, who says, bring Aerith to the final boss. Let us know, by the way, when you're personally ready. Are we cutting off Cloud now, then? Yes, we are going to cut off Cloud. Bam. Okay. Cloud is cut off, so, okay, they gave me the thumbs up, and no more donations for Cloud. It's too late.
And it's going to be, we're going to cut off Barrett because we're going to rename Barrett right after Cloud.
Okay, so cutting off Barrett as well. Poor Barrett.
Poor Barrett.
Multi-glomerate now.
Multi-glomerate.
We do have $25 from Gao Gagu, who said, best of luck, God tier Ellie.
Thank you so much.
Sour, please.
Ghetto rigged sour, please. Yep.
He's a good friend of ours.
You saw those coming, huh?
All right, let me know when I'm ready to go. Tech's all set up. I am ready to go whenever you guys are.
5, 4. Oh, I'll count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go. All right, guys, welcome to some Final Fantasy VII. Welcome, my friends. Welcome, fellow Twitch RPG community. Welcome, Twitch viewers. We are going to be doing FF7 PC any % no debug room. And along with my partner in crime today, we have the amazing Ghetto Rigged, who will be helping me out with commentary. So if you haven't seen this run before, I think you guys are going to be in quite of a blast.
You have to stick out for after Midgar, though, for that.
For sure.
It's pretty much straightforward Midgar, but then it gets kooky after that.
Absolutely. So you just want to make sure Cloud is named not Zach.
Okay, can I get Thank you. Let's go ahead and take a look at the name real quick. Sorry, I was getting lectured. I know it happens all the time. Like, it really does.
It's the first day, man.
I know it's the first day, but I'm already getting lectured over here. It's okay, though. It's okay.
We're going to need names on Cloud and Barrett.
I am getting to those right now. Let's see. Name Cloud. Cloud is going to be, as a matter of fact, it's a tie.
Oh.
We've never had a tie before, huh?
Did we get a show of hands from people behind us then for the last of it? That would be the best way to break it, in my opinion.
Okay. So yeah, it's a tie between Steel Frost and Squall at this point.
Squall?
Where did Squall come
Really?
from out of nowhere?
Yeah, Squall came. I did not see Squall when we were running,
What's that?
when we started running.
What's that? The first donation apparently wins it. So it's open back up, Fulgent? Okay, it's open for like right now. First donation coming in for one or the other is going to win it. Come on, bring him in.
It just got real quick.
Okay, I just had $50 dropped on my desk right here. It doesn't work, unfortunately. Too bad. Because we're only doing offsite donations for that. Let's refresh. I know, I'm watching. I'm being intense. Okay. Steel Frost and Squall are still tied. Let me see what Barrett's going to be, so you know. Walmart is the winner.
Walmart for Barrett. Got
for
it.
Barrett, yeah. Let me refresh again. I know, this music is going great with this donation, okay? I'm loving it.
We gotta get the name now.
Here we go. We're naming Cloud right now.
Cloud. Steel Frost by
Steel Frost.
$2.
Steel Frost, please spell it for me.
In all caps.
Okay. S.
STEELFRST.
Thank you very much. Steel Frost it is.
Oh boy. And I've got a feeling how this run is going to go. This is being good so far.
All right. Next up is Barrett. We're going to name him Walmart.
He became everything he never wanted to be.
Exactly.
Like,
By the way, we did have an $800 donation from Henry, who said Aerith needs revenge. And that she does. That she does.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
$20 from Anonymous, who said, no, let's see Sean Bean get to the end. Aw, thank you, Sean Bean.
Thank you. Thank you.
By the way, interrupt me whenever you want, okay? Like, seriously. I'm just here rambling.
Sounds good.
I mean, while it's going, let it roll, you know?
Yeah. $25 from Phoenix, who says, great event, good luck to all the runners. Let Aerith take her revenge. Oh, boy. $10 from Linux, who said, I can't not donate when Senpai is running.
Aw.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, we all noticed you. It's okay. It's okay. $50 from Anonymous. Eris must be called Sean Bean. The curse must be broken on Sean Bean. Oh, not only could he be Sean Bean, could she be Sean Bean, but she could live. This is a good plan. $25 from Anonymous, who says, I love you, Villagin. This is to name Aerith Terra, Terra 21. Oh boy. $10 from Jim Bradfield, who said, I'm replaying Kingdom Hearts 2 right now, and Aerith is alive in that. So she obviously lives through FF7, right? right? I don't know, you decide. Riley Masters gave $10 and said, Aerith deserves her revenge for all the pain.
All the pain.
Oh, so much pain. It hurts to get stabbed, okay? Really does. $25 from Tam, who said, drag Dead Girl to Sephiroth.
I want Dead Girl. I think that would be a great name.
I'm okay, Dead Girl, Sean Bean, one of those will be fine, you know. $25 from Kirst, who said, here's to a great marathon and amazing runs. Won't be able to see most of them due to school, so I'll catch all the VODs. Good luck, everyone. May RNGesus bless you.
I feel you, dude. Okay, so one of the mechanics that you're going to see in a lot of the early Final Fantasies is something called step counter. Step counter is a very powerful mechanic in this particular game, where I'm going to be walking. I'm going to be walking in certain areas to manipulate what kind of encounters I will be getting. Some of them are beneficial. Step count is very beneficial because it will save time, giving me the encounters it will reduce the encounters, give me beneficial encounters. Is the gist of it.
Yeah, like you virtually get no pincer attacks if you do the step count correctly.
Mm-hmm.
We have $5 from Eternal Ashes, who says, hey, bro, Sencho, why did the Chocobo cross the road? He was going for a warg.
Oh.
And good luck, Ellie.
Thank you.
See, as long as you wish good luck, it's all good, right?
So Guard Scorpion, straightforward. I'm going to be using Bolt because he's weak against Bolt and have Barrett attack. Ideally, I would like to get a limit break right before he raises up his tail. Also, I would like to see Cloud do some good damage with his bolts, and 86 is the lowest that he can get, so that's a nice start.
Yeah, this is an exceptionally straightforward battle. Really, the only thing you're trying to do is set up for the next boss, and that's getting both the limit breaks. What he was saying before, the ideal battle would be to get Barrett's limit break before his tail goes up, so you're able to get that limit break off and then refill it for the next boss. But that's all on RNG. There's really nothing you can do to make that happen.
Absolutely.
It either happens or it doesn't.
We did have that $30 from Steel Frost, who also gave $2 after that. Cloud name sniped. Sorry, Zach. Although Angel told you to fight with honor and you had to slay 1,000 soldiers, I am the true honorable hero. But thanks for the sword, though. Just kidding. It's only Steel Frost, the limit breaker. Good luck, Ellie, on the FF7 run.
Speaking of Steel Frost getting the limit break. This is going to be a good fight.
Oh, boy.
There you go, optimal fight.
Yep.
Oh, awesome. Good luck, Ellie, on the FF7 run. This is my last donation for now, maybe. I hope to be there within the next 2 years to speedrun Tales of Berseria. Have fun, everyone. Can I get 100,000 hype from the audience? A little bit.
100,000 hype?
They're just so focused on this bad guy. What's his name? What's his name again? I don't know.
His name is Scorpion Tail, or Scorpion.
That's a really simple name.
Oh, okay. Wait a second here. Oh, this is bad. Okay. Ghetto said that we need both limit breaks, and unfortunately, Cloud he evaded his laser attack, which is
Just bad RNG.
bad RNG. This bolt should kill him. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to have a slow Airbuster.
Good job, Walmart. We have $5 from T-Flower who says, good luck to Ellie. May the Yuffie be ever kind.
Thank you so much.
I don't know what that means.
You're going to see.
Okay.
You're definitely going to see.
Okay, thank you.
Jaffe's a nickname for Yuffie.
Ah, gotcha.
And Yuffie is definitely the gatekeeper to this run. She decides all.
Oh, good. That'll be fun. Elbod gave $5 and said, Rue, good luck, my mates. May Yuffie be with you today.
Thank you very much.
Joseph Crusoe gave $50 and said, good luck, Ellie. $5 from Anonymous who says, looking forward to my favorite RPGs. Good luck, have fun.
I remember playing FF7 for the first time, and I was trying to exit the reactor, couldn't figure out why I couldn't, but it was because I forgot to get Jesse. It looks like we're a little bit behind step count, but in Midgar, there's a lot of opportunities to catch up. Thankfully, on the PC version, there's a lot of leeway when you step count compared to PlayStation, mainly because of the frame rate.
So does step count only affect the random encounters that you get, or does it affect anything else?
Step count only affects the random encounters, you are correct.
Okay.
Well, you can also get a back attack on APS if you do it.
That is true.
There is a boss you can get a back attack on if you do it absolutely perfect.
She is absolutely right. You can get some preemptive boss fights if you can manipulate the step counter. You can also do something called the Stinger Skip, which is in the PlayStation version. But there's a lot of neat aspects of the step count.
Nice. Are you going for those, by the way, the back attack or the skips? Or
Because this is PC any percent, the step count is mainly only for Midgar.
Okay.
So we're going to try to get as many beneficial encounters for Midgar as possible.
Perfect.
It should also be noted that the step count does not work on the world map. It's only when you're in screens.
A little bit more of an introduction to this run. This run, again, if you haven't seen it before, it's going to be including exclusive PC glitches that are just special to this run.
By the way, can we get a roll call?
I am CreativeEly.
Get a rigged.
Oh, I'm sorry. Riku player. I did not. I'm sorry.
Sorry, you even put your headphones on, and then I think you were muted, but that's okay. We love you anyway.
Thank you for joining us, Riku.
Oh, we have $25 from Anonymous who says, fun event, thank you for putting it on and for all the participants. $5 from Perfect Irony. They say, great cause and great people, keep up the good work. Oh boy.
So there's a lot of dialogue options in Midgar. You want to be careful. Actually, like throughout this whole speed run, you want to make sure to choose the right options, because if you choose an option, you can actually end your run. So it's just not go ahead and mash through Midgar. You actually have to pay attention.
Yeah, we wait for Kalm to mash.
Exactly.
Good. $30 from Anonymous. They say, oh, hey, Final Fantasy VII is getting speedrun. Why not part with a bit of money while I watch? Thanks for the event, guys. Name Cloud Sean Bean, please. Yeah, I like you. Okay? Brightroot gave $30 and said, as someone who's suffered from depression for a number of years now, RPGs like Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts have helped me through some tough times. Loving the speedruns. Thank you so much. Anonymous gave $15 and said, I see a not Nanaki option. Felt inclined to counter with Nanaki. Kappa. $2 from Phils, who said, good luck, Ellie. Wish I could be there to cheer you on in person.
Well, I don't really know the run. Ellie told me to come to. I actually don't. Believe.
You're welcome to say, you know, you're more than welcome to speak on the mic, man.
Yeah, basically, look, whenever I get on a couch, I like know nothing about what's happening. So, yeah, you can go ahead and talk about whatever you want, okay? Just say, he looks like he's got beefy arms, you know?
Yeah, feel free to ask questions. I'll ask them also, you know, to the best of my ability. Also get those right by our side.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. It sometimes is helpful because there are a lot of things that people don't understand about speedruns. RPGs tend to be a lot more complicated, too.
Especially this one, because this is a very technical run.
So feel free to ask questions, yes.
All right, I will definitely do that for you.
Thank you, Riku.
Yeah. Oh, Richard Backwards gave more money. He gave $25 and said, I was going to donate for Vula's run, but I have to channel the peanut butter. Ooh, peanut butter.
And J. Ellie.
J. Ellie.
J. Ellie. Wait, really?
Yes, PB and J. Ellie. Jelly.
Oh my gosh. This is going to be a run.
Tifa is going to be coming up soon, so
okay.
we're gonna start giving a name to Tifa.
So Tifa, should we do the cutoff now for Tifa, or just?
Yes, let's do it now.
Okay, Tifa's cutoff. Bam, bam. Okay, I'll do a refresh. Let's see what Tifa is at the moment, and then who's coming up after that, by the way?
Eris.
Eris. So this is your time. Oh, you know what? Actually, let me give it like just a little time to see if any last-minute Tifa donations came in.
Yep.
We have another tie?
Yeah.
Not quite, but I just want to see. It's really close.
Cloud has to run all the way to the bar anyway, so
And
got a few seconds to spare.
yeah, it looks like Peanut Butter just barely took the lead there.
Peanut butter. You're gonna have to spell that for me in 9 letters.
I can do that. I can do that.
Sounds good. Just a little trick here. Just exit out of the screen to so we can just enter the bar right away.
So, Aerith, let me go ahead and give you a taste of what's in the lead for Aerith. Not Peanut Butter, but Tara is winning, and then Sean Bean is $15 behind. Oh, boy. I can imagine Sean Bean passing that up. Dead Girl is only at $40. So
All right, peanut butter.
Like, okay, Peanut Butter, you spell that capital P-N-U-T, and then capital B-U-T-T, or B-U-T-T-R. That's how you do it.
B-U-T-T-R.
Yeah.
Peanut butter.
So we have Tifa's peanut butter. Very
Aw.
nice. Got Walmart. Steel Frost.
So we got the place selling the peanut butter and who shops for it
Right.
so far.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Aerith. So, next donation incentive, Aerith, if you don't want Tara to win and maybe want Sean Bean or Dead Girl to win, better get your donations in.
We'll talk a little bit about Midgar. Midgar takes about 50% of the run, like a lot of the run. But Midgar really, for a lot of us FF7 runners, really set our pace. We try to strive for a good Midgar. It really sets the tone for our run.
Generally, what do you aim for time-wise in Midgar?
It depends on the frame rate, of course. Let's go with PC 30 FPS, which is a competitive category.
Okay.
We try to aim for at least, 151, 150. A really amazing time would be like 149.
Gotcha, 149.
But with this, with the frame rate that I'm running, which is really fast, my PB for Midgar is 138, so that's just an idea of the difference.
So it can vary quite a bit.
Depending on the frames, correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I believe you're running at 36 on this one, right?
Yeah, it fluctuates between 34 and 35.
Cool. We do have quite a few more donations if you'd like.
Please feel free. We're gonna see a lot of cutscenes.
Cool. Fat Man gave $10 and said, "Good luck, Ellie Senpai."
Thank you, Fat Manu.
Oh yeah. Richard, backwards Richard again, sent $25 and said ASDF, ASDF. Thank you. The depth of these comments are so good.
He's just showing excitement.
Yeah. Leon gave $60 and said, "Fun event and great times. Good luck on the run." And of course, Tara is now the name, and in fact, it is leading.
Tara it is.
$25 from Rue, who said, "Best of luck, Ellie. Put this towards Tara." Yeah, all the Tara fans are coming out. Stupid Duck gave $5 and said, "Rue, saludos from Spain. Good luck and hi, ghetto." We have Kaliknita, who gave $2 and said, "Ellie, get her. I'll send you to all my..." Okay, let me read this again. "I'll send you to all my Quina's power." Come on.
Her native language is Spanish. Give her a break.
Oh, no.
Thank you so much. Appreciate those.
Honestly, it looks like we're getting a lot of Spanish donators coming in right now, which is really cool. We've had a handful just recently. Not Milk gave $5. What? How there are a lot of things that aren't milk, but Not Milk gave $5 and said, "RPG Limit Break is my favorite speedrunning event of the year. Hands down, props to Poexel wherever he is for getting me into speedrunning FF7 years ago. Have fun, everyone." Ben Show Sly 64 gave $50 and said, "Very happy to finally hear Riku player. I'm a fan."
I'm a fan of Riku player too, man.
I'm glad he found out how his headset was working. $20 from Fitzbits, who says, "Sean Bean must live. This is his chance." Oh boy. And as a matter of fact, did he take the lead? Oh, bringing Aerith has been met. So if we do get a runner's choice, we need to put it to something else.
Man, I don't know what else to put it.
Well,
You know what? Let's put it to Sid, because he's my favorite character.
Sid as what? Just Sid? Sid being named Sid, we could name Sid Sid. Like, we never have that happen, like, literally.
Let's...
Yeah, he's jelly. We could have peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, yeah, Sid could be jelly.
Jelly.
All right, jelly it is. Just a little bit of background on myself. FF7 being my first video game to play. This is one of my first speedruns. I started off with PC New Game Plus. Eventually started doing all the other categories, 90%, and then PlayStation, no slots. I'm really happy that this run got in because it's actually this route that we're using is relatively new. And I'm really happy that we can show this off to you guys. Gonna go ahead and get this high potion because we have some extra time. We're actually gonna go ahead and jump off early on because it's faster to do that.
Also, that high potion's necessary for a setup later against a boss. So if you miss it, you have to go out of your way to grab another one, and you lose time that way.
I'm a Squirrel gave $25. I love these names. Here's to naming Red 13 Villagin. Okay, with that said, we've had a lot of donations coming in. Seriously, thank you, everybody.
Here's an example of a benefit to step counter. I know this is going to be preemptive. Like, I know what battles I'm going to get as long as I do the step count right.
Oh, nice.
I think I did that right. I don't know. We are on our way to Airbuster. It takes a little bit to get there. This item right here is an either. Either's in this Final Fantasy are worth a lot of money. It's if you try to sell it, it's worth $750. So you're gonna see us just throw it away to a shop owner.
Cool. We have a donor named Aerith, soon to be named Tara, who gave $50. That's an oddly specific name. I keep hearing everyone wants me to be named Tara. This is for all you Tara lovers. Okay, yeah, Tara is winning right now. Sean Bean, like usual, is not winning.
So I think it would be good to note in this area where he just went up the ladders, depending on his step count, if he was ahead or behind, would have changed if he went over to the other one or not.
Oh, neat. Sean Bean's winning by $1, by the way. So this is a tight race. Oh, $66 from Fitzbits, who said Tara's kind of boring. Sean Bean is where it's at, Kappa. And you know it, Fitzbits. I'm liking you, okay?
Yeah, like Ghetto said, I could have taken the left ladder, which would have cost me a lot of steps, but I went safe and take the middle ladder, and that put me right back on step count because I was actually a few steps behind.
Right, I have a little bit of a lull in donations, so again, keep bringing them in. We do have some cool incentives naming Tara, or no, I mean naming naming Gareth. Okay, not Tara. Please, not Tara. Okay, Sean Bean. Naming Sean Bean. Yeah, we have Aerith coming up. Several names as well. Sid, Red 13. And those are the main Final Fantasy donations for Final Fantasy VII coming up. We also have Disgaea 2, the final battle attack animations, if you want to see those.
This reactor is actually like a copy and paste of the first reactor we were in.
Yeah, it actually feels weird when you're leaving this one because it suddenly changes on the way out compared to the first one that you come into.
So we had a $650 donation from Henry.
Oh my gosh.
Said, I feel like being contrarian. How about another Final Fantasy VI name instead? And that went to naming Aerith Celis. Henry, you troll. I like you. You're a good guy. So Sean Bean's lagging a little bit as well as Tara. Let's see how long do we have, by the way, until she's named?
After we kill Airbuster, we have about a couple minutes. So once Cloud wakes up from the flower bed, it's probably a good time to cut it off.
Okay, about 5-10 minutes or so.
Yeah, 5 minutes, give or take.
Okay, 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes if you want to beat Celis and get Sean Bean in there. I'm not prejudiced, okay? I'm not prejudiced at all to any names. But Celis is winning. So what's your favorite part of the run, by the way?
My favorite part of the run outside of Midgar is, like, I like everything about Midgar because it's a whole lot of execution. There are RNG factors, but I love the end of this run because it's just very technical, and I'm really heavy into those technical heavy glitches. You know, a lot of.
Well, good. Well, good. Yeah, there are a lot of interesting glitches in this run. I mean, is this the most glitch-heavy run for Final Fantasy VII?
Yes, it is.
Good.
Yes, it is.
That's what I like.
I didn't want to say a favorite because I didn't want to spoil anything, but I'm going to say the end.
Okay, yeah, no spoilers for the end. We have $5 from Ultros Professional, who said, greetings from Australia. Very excited for the Final Fantasy VII run. Good luck to CreativeEly. This is my first time donating, but very happy to be helpful or helping out for mental health, as this is a really close issue in my life. Donation goes to Runner's Choice. That's going to be Jelly, I believe.
Thank you.
$25 from Anonymous, who said, well, all right, $25 to Runner's Jelly. We do have a $100 donation from Anonymous, who says, in memory of Pat, I miss you, Mom.
Oh.
Aw.
See, this boss fight. Oh, right. Cloud doesn't have
His limit break. I was
Yeah.
just about to say that. It's like it's not going to be. It's going to be a little slower than normal,
You
but
can't-
it's still straightforward.
I was about to say, you can just hold A on this fight and you win.
Get those Aerith donations in. Let me see if anything has changed. We like have 2 or 3 minutes, maybe. Terra is winning by a lot. Celis is not too far behind. Terra's at 830. Celis is at 660. Sean Bean is starting to fall behind at 326. So still, anything could change.
So when you don't get the optimal fight here, you lose a lot of time because he has these counter animations that take forever for him to turn around. That's why we really want to have the limit break so we can just A and just get the battle. Because he can waste so much time deciding on which animation that he uses.
Yeah, with just these counterattacks, super slow.
We had $500 from Villagin.
Wow, Villagin.
He said, oh my gosh. He said, Ori community will not be outbid here. Shout out to my buddy Tara, who is totally fine. Thank you, Villagin. $10 from Essentia. She said, hey, bro, Sentia, this Aerith war is terrible. That's like the first pun I think I've ever heard you make, Essentia. Wow, I didn't know you had it in you. Connor Lion gave $10 and said, I once went to the track to bet on horses. The 3 horses in the race were named Terra, Aqua, and Ventus. I bet on the 1,001 horse Terra. I lost all my money except for this $10, but it was worth it. Thank you for giving the money you didn't bet.
That fight was so terrible.
It was
I
really
lost.
slow, yeah.
Lost like just a couple minutes there.
But it gave us a couple minutes for donations.
Amen to that.
Because we're going to cut this off really soon. And yeah, that's sort of the thing with RPGs. Every once in a while, things fall apart a little bit, but you just keep going. Okay, $20 from Moo Cow Princess. just an aside, I don't like cows, but anyways, Moo Cow Princess gave $20, thank you. It said, this is a little bit of a serious comment. Last year I was diagnosed with a highly destructive mental illness called borderline personality disorder. Approximately 70% of people with BPD attempt suicide and 10% succeed. Thank you for supporting an organization that works to help folks like me survive. And honestly, NAMI has done a lot to really help people. And every donation here is going to help.
All right.
Oh,
Eris's name is going to be Celis.
let me do a quick refresh because it should be cut off now.
I even called her a slum drunk to give you some few seconds.
Okay.
That's also a secret in the speedrun. Be mean to Eris.
Oh, poor Eris. And yeah, Celis is winning by over like $800.
Wow. Well, okay. Sell us, please.
Sell us, yeah, sell us one. Wow.
All right, sell it is.
Let me see. We have a Henry sent $1,000 and said, "I see your 500 Voligen and raise you."
Wow.
Thank you, Henry.
Wow.
Henry, if you ever want to buy me a PB&J, I know you can. Brad Lee gave $25 and said, "Literally was shopping for a Switch today, but didn't pull the trigger. Also, broke out my old games to play during the rainy day. This just seems like a match made in heaven since I completed none of those two." Perfect. Well, yeah, if you donate $25 or more, you are entered in for the grand prize, which is the Nintendo Switch, and there's also going to be a little copy of a Zelda thing stapled onto it. I've got a stapler at home, okay? Bam! You're going to get it. So, no, I'm not going to staple it. I'll leave it. But yeah, go ahead, bring your donations in. It doesn't have to be all at the same time. If you give a little here, a little there, then that works.
Yeah, thank you guys very much. The way this minigame works, as long as I drop a barrel, she is good. We could just make her run twice. There's a couple ways I can do this. I can make her run and then drop the barrel and then make her run, or I can drop the barrel and then just have her run twice. And that's just dependent on how far behind I'm on step count, but we're going to go ahead and do the faster option. Because I think our step count is looking pretty good.
We have $25 from Anonymous, who says, "This category has no glitches whatsoever." Thank you, Anonymous.
Just you wait.
Maybe a few. Anonymous gave $5 and said, "Omni/Sephiroth for charity. Hashtag embrace your dreams. Hashtag never give up."
We'll see about that.
Grimelios gave $25 and said, "Can't donate $650, but I'll do my part to help out the terror cause." Well. $25 from Anonymous, who said, "Trying to keep up to not Nanaki Kappa." Which, by the way, which name is coming up next?
It is going to be Nanaki.
Yeah,
Guess
which
it
is in a while, though.
Yeah, it's going to be another hour or so.
You mean it's going to be Voligen? Another hour? You got it. Plenty of time. By the way, look, we're almost at $10,000 right now, okay? This has been going extremely well. Let's go ahead and hit it before we get to Nanaki and cry a whole bunch, okay? Or just moderately, I don't know. For those, by the way, Voligen is winning the race for Nanaki at $325. Not Nanaki is at $40. So, you know, we got an hour. We've got an hour.
Definitely one of those times where I've never done that before, so that's...
Yeah, wrong barrel got
Wrong
pushed.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that Eris where she fought the guard was not supposed to happen.
That's fine. It's fine.
We're taking her to the end of the game. She
Yeah.
can deal with it.
Got to get a little experience to go face Sephiroth,
Absolutely.
right? Did she just run away?
Yes.
Okay, so not much experience. $300 from Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous. Wow, this Anonymous fellow is super generous.
Thank you very much.
Lamb Bake gave $25 and said, "Woohoo, Ellie on camera. I almost missed it." Ellie indeed is on camera. $5 from Anonymous, who said, "Tara, please." Too bad. $25 from Lizzie May. They said, "Final Fantasy VII is one of my husband's favorite games, so it will just be me. I'll keep fighting for a bit to get his nickname in for one of his favorite characters. You guys are all awesome. Keep it up."
Thank you.
Let me see. And yeah, she donated for Sid to be named Bear. So one of his favorite nicknames. Good. I can dig that.
That's where the bear came from.
Yeah. $11 from Sketchy Pixels, who says, "Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game, and I'm enjoying the speedrun so far. It's my first Limit Break stream. Good luck, Ellie. Hashtag name Sid Grandpa 2017.
And so you just saw a very critical menu right there. We're grabbing grenades, which are pivotal for this run. You can either do it before you go into Eris's house or after you leave, but if you don't get those, you lose a lot of time on APS and Reno too. I know from experience personally. It is survivable, but you will lose so much time it's not even worth it.
Absolutely, Ghetto makes a great point. Grenades at this point of the game are like extremely powerful. Like they outdo your physical attacks, your magic attacks. It's a win situation when you get those grenades. And plus, they're very cheap, so we can just stock up. They're going to be our main source of damage.
Just throw a bunch of
for the whole run.
grenades.
Exactly.
Jeez, go to the army surplus store and be like,
I mean, we are a group of terrorists. It does seem suiting.
good point. Justin Young gave $5 and said, gotta give Vulligan some credit, even though he missed that Aerith name. Anonymous gave $25 and said, Team Nanaki. Oh boy, we've got Team Nanaki, Team Not Nanaki, and Team Vulligan. We have $25 from Anonymous who says, I've lost a brother and a sister to suicide, so this is just a little to try to help someone so they will know that people care for them no matter who they are. Thank you very much for that donation.
Just want to be careful, don't run or touch the wall of Eris's room.
Yeah, that wasn't for step count. That's just because Eris will come and get you.
Mm-hmm. Just like she's going to get Sephiroth, right?
Go for it.
She's everywhere.
She's going to get everybody.
We have $50 from Anonymous who says, Aerith Dream is dead. Sid Dream is now alive. Terra 21. Oh, I'm so happy.
This screen right here is if you played this casually, even in the speedrun, it's just a really difficult screen to navigate around. A lot of Midgar's screen is kind of funny. The movement in this game is really wonky. It's one of the reasons why step count is pretty difficult in general, because a lot of the screens that you move around have their own obstacles, way of movement. It's just, you can't just move up and down and you'll go up and down. It just depends on what screen you'll get. Like a perfect example of a really difficult screen in this run is the trains before you go fight Reno. That's just a really pain to navigate.
And so I'd just like to comment, since we're going into this area, the first time I actually saw a speedrun of this, I think anybody who played Midgar and went through this knows how long it took them to navigate and finally get to the Dawn's Mansion. This is so well routed the first time I saw it, my jaw dropped. It's just so perfect. You'll see how fluid it is, and you're just mind baffled that someone figured this out, and to get Dawn picking you each time. We all want that Dawn kiss, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
That's why
That
we
should
do
have
the
been an
route.
incentive.
$50 right now or no Dawn Kiss. We had $10 from Shadow Killer 4826 who said, Ellie Senpai, can I get an my body?
Oh, my body. Of course. Oh, my body being an FF4 reference.
One of the best ones.
One of the best ones, absolutely.
Neo Heart gave $10 and said, yo, boys, it's me, yo, boy. N to the E to the O here. Giving some love to my boys for the FF7 PC crew. Glad to see more warp runs, as they are the true Final Fantasy VII categories. Best of luck on the run, Ellie. Neo, hashtag Yuffie, hashtag Runner's Choice.
Thank you so much, Neo. Neo, of course, a pioneer of a lot of the glitches that we're about to execute. We're gonna talk about that later, but he's definitely a contributor to this run, and just a huge shout out to my boy Neo.
Yeah, Neo, you are a cool dude. Dan, God of Thunder, gave $10 and said, hey, Vulligan. Yeah, no surprises where this is going, dude. Let me see where he's setting that. Yeah, okay, you're gonna be like Red 13. You've got a strong lead, Villagin, okay? It's fine. You basically look like Nanaki a little bit. You just need to like spike your hair and get a few more tattoos, and bam, you're good. Hydra gave $2 and said, Tara's at it again, let's go. And then, oh, go ahead.
Yeah, like Ghetto said, this route is very awesome. We're going to be collecting specific items in order for Cloud to get chosen by the Dawn. We don't even need to go to the Honeybee Inn, which is another thing that surprised both. Was like, whoa, we can just do that? But yeah, we're going to be making sure to collect specific items that'll have the high enough value for Cloud to be chosen. Which saves about a minute or two, because if you try to have Cloud go through the battles and rescue Tifa Eris, it's a lot slower.
A lot of Frankersy in chat for Villagin. And talk of the Dog Island as well, which sadly the best RPG just didn't make this marathon. I'm so sad. $25 from Lambake, who said, Ellie, please tell me you have the Motorball a cappella. I don't know what that is.
We do not.
I debated that.
Yeah, we debated it.
We didn't want people to think that because there was modded music that we somehow modded some other aspect of the game. So at the last moment, we decided to put it to the original music. But on the PC %, you can put in your own files, and it doesn't alter the gameplay in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, the reason why they mentioned that is because I like to change a couple songs to my personal favorite songs. So that's why they refer to that.
Gotcha. Well, if we suddenly hear a weird song come on and you're just psyching us out.
I want to go grab my laptop, just put it up to the speaker and play it during the part.
Oh, that makes me happy. Let's see, $30 from Alundra, who said, last night I graduated as a master's in social work to become a therapist. NAMI is an amazing organization who have helped so many people, including myself. Thank you for raising money for this organization. I'm putting my bid in for Emilia for the Emilia versus Acellus choice on Saga Frontier. Also, blessings to you all for running Alundra. To those who call it a Zelda clone, I call shenanigans. Alundra is just the best game in the Zelda series.
Ooh, shots fired.
Oh boy.
I want you to pay attention of how fast Cloud does his squats on PC, just to give you an idea. So in general, like on PlayStation 1, like an average would be 19.
Everybody in who wants to do squats and okay, everybody's gonna be doing squats.
There we
Not
go.
everybody.
We're going to be doing some squats together. I'll do it. Let's go.
All right, here we go.
You got to do the 3, though.
Oh.
It's pretty good. Nobody's messed up. Oh no!
I messed up a couple times.
No, he win. No, he won.
Oh, good job.
24.
24.
Wow, 24 squats. That's a lot.
I think his PB was 26.
Yeah.
He got 26 ones.
Wow. You have a PB for squats?
Hey, they're important.
They're so fast and like rhythm heavy. It's just
And you don't skip leg day, especially when you speedrun.
absolutely.
Sandwich Opportunities gave $25 and said Terra stocks are down. Invest all in moist jelly futures. Everybody donate for jellies, okay? It's hot. It's hot. Supposedly, Terra is currently leading in that bid war, by the way. Just FYI, Terra, yeah, in the Sid bid war. Sid might not be jelly. You had a look on your face like, what?
I wanted peanut butter
me?
and jelly.
It's going to be peanut butter and Terra, possibly. All
Hopefully we got everything that we needed, and Don chooses the correct option.
Come on, Don.
Come on, Don.
Nobody wanted a kiss.
That's fair.
It is the dawn.
By the way, there are some prizes during this one. Final Fantasy VII, the game, if you donate at least $10, you're eligible for that. What platform is that on? Is that a Steam one or?
Yes, that is Steam.
The Steam version. Final Fantasy on Steam. Oh, that one's $5. There's a $10 one for the PlayStation version. If you donate at least $10, you could win the PlayStation version. It's like everybody's getting quiet. They're all intense. Are we going to get the kiss?
I mean, we can talk about the basement over here, but an important...
I mean, is there really anything that we should be talking about on screen right now? I think we should leave this alone for just a few minutes and then we'll come back. This is a touchy subject on screen.
Adonna55 gave $5 and said, thanks to all the runners and volunteers making this happen. Mental illness is something that my Sibs and I battle every day, so thank you all for donating. Foloknix gave $10 and said, Final Fantasy VII isn't my favorite game, but it's pretty entertaining anyways. I know I'll wind up giving more later against my better judgment, so for now, I'll just try to meme Dragon Quest wrong. There are many ways to meme things wrong, so good job. We have $5 from Kelladorn, who said, this donation is in honor of my wife, who has hard-fought several mental illnesses. While she is doing well these days, we had some dark days in the past. Nami is a good cause and deserves our support. Money goes to Disgaea 2 battle animations, and yes, that is still open, so keep those coming in.
All right, please, choose... Yeah! Got Steel Frost. Another really key aspect of you getting a good Midgar is that you want to make sure when you try to go for PB, especially the world record holders who are just insane mashers, you want to make sure you mash as good as you can, because that'll really, you'll see a lot of time save.
I'll go ahead and read some more donations. We have $3.33 from Justin Young, who says, I'm jelly. Appreciate it. Quadrupus. Yeah, thank you, Justin. He's just sitting right there. Quadrupus gave $5 and said, speedrunning and getting fit? Why did I miss out? By the way, we have like 175 peoples, 175-ish coming this year. Might be a little bit less, but this event has gotten pretty big, and it's been a blast so far. We have $10 from Anonymous, showing my love for my favorite game and for my favorite female pro tag. More love for Zach, though. I got university exams, and this has made my revision nights way more enjoyable. Thanks for the squats.
I feel you.
Can you just imagine? There might be somebody at this marathon who's like, well, I could be working on my final exam, but I could do squats instead.
Good life choices.
Okay, you've got a boss coming up in just a little bit, right?
That's correct. Coming up is the Apps boss fight. Get alluded to earlier that we're going to go ahead and crush Apps with grenades. But the thing is, we want to manipulate his AI first, so we're going to have Cloud cast a magic spell, in this case Bolt, so that it will force him to do another tsunami. That way, he's going to not only hurt himself, but we're going to get a few more turns in and chuck in those grenades.
Oh boy.
It's a very easy fight.
Also, the boss ability is called Lick, and it makes you have sadness, no joke.
Yes.
Wait, it likes you and you get sad?
Sadness, yes, I'm not even joking.
Most of the time when I get licked, I get really sad too. It's like, ugh.
Well, once you see this guy, yeah, see?
I don't want it. Yeah, okay. $25 from Saxon Fox. Oh, I know you, Saxon. I got mad respect for the folks who put this event together and those who put their time and heart into performing runs for the rest of us. We're going for the PB, so let's also go for the jelly.
Jelly.
Oh, yeah. Anonymous gave $100 and said nothing. Thank you.
Thank you. Another quick time save that we can do here is if we can actually save that extra tsunami. He's going to do a third tsunami. We can actually skip that depending on Tifa's limit break. But unfortunately, we enter this fight full, so we're going to get a pretty slow reverse, even though we're just chilling it fast. But there's an optimal strat for this.
Yeah, we joke that the optimal fight is the tsunami, because you only want 2 tsunamis.
Exactly.
So like the show?
I wish we still had tsunami.
Tsunami had some great shows.
Oh, he did. He's so dead. Quick update on the Red 13 bid war. Villagin is still winning at $340. Nanaki is at 65. Not Nanaki is at 40. And Carl's Jr. is at 2. Just had to throw that extra one in, okay?
You know, speaking of name incentives, one of the name incentives I saw was Cart 7. She, along with Brutal AIL, I'm sorry for watching that name, but 1, 2, 3, really helped pioneer the step count that we have today. So we are using her route that is also used on PlayStation runs. And because of the finding of step counts, it saves a lot of time in the speedrun. And even today, there's some new ways to manipulate the step count and have some variations of it. It's really a very powerful mechanic. All right, here's the train graveyard I'm alluding to. If you don't practice the screen enough, you're going to lose steps because this is just a nightmare to navigate around.
Yeah, no, casually, it's a nightmare for this part.
Oh, yeah.
There's just so many edges you can get stuck on, and ugh.
I just refreshed, and there are no donation comments, and it was like someone licked me. I got sadness, okay? So please keep those donations coming in. By the way,
I didn't make it, the game did. I'm not the one who programmed it.
There are opportunities in Midgar where you can save your step counter. This is actually an example of a place. But we didn't need to do anything special because we are on step count. We're going to get that preemptive battle right before we enter the second train. So we're on good shape.
by the way, if you didn't know, May is Mental Health Month. And it's fitting that we're here supporting NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. NAMI works to increase the availability of mental health care, promote early identification and intervention, and support mental health caregivers. If you want to know more, head to NAMI.org or reach out to NAMI on Twitter at NAMI Communicate. They're pretty awesome. We have people from the national headquarters here as well as the state headquarters. They're all fantastic people.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm actually going to safety save here because, you know, I always thought that you can't really die to Reno until
The Ripperino.
until we saw a run happening a month ago where our friend Gao got the worst possible luck. Like, you will never see that ever again. So.
I had something similar happen to me once, though, too. 2 pyramids and then a stun, and then it's game over. Just instantly, you're just like, wait.
You know you're at a marathon and talking about luck and bad things, right? Okay.
We got most of it out.
Yeah, we're getting it out.
We have $1 from Solidus, who said, "You guys are simply awesome. Keep up the good work, everyone. Protect your soldier honor."
Thank you, Solomon.
By the way, have you looked at the donation total recently, everybody who's watching right now? Because we are less than $400 away from hitting 10,000, which, yeah, this is pretty quick. So I think we can make it really soon, before Red 13 gets named, okay? Boy, these stairs.
Actually, that's calling out stairs. Stairs is definitely not our friend in this speed run, because just trying to navigate through stairs is the worst in this Final Fantasy game.
I saw you walking slowly, by the way.
Yeah, that was just more walking to manipulate the step count. You're going to see me walk in different areas. Arena is a straightforward boss. You just chuck grenades at him and hope he doesn't do anything dumb.
Press A to win.
Yep, hold A to win. It's also another reason why we set our cursor to memory, so that we don't have to do any additional inputs. It's going to remember.
Like, yeah, I don't actually want to play the game. Just hold X. Or whatever you hold.
Yeah, just alluding to that, a lot of the Final Fantasy speedruns, we're gonna have our initial menu have everything go fast, including battle speed. Well, mainly the text dialogue, but in this game you want to go fast in terms of battle.
Oh, we had a whole bunch of donations coming just now. Aw, Oasis gave $10 and said, please don't be sad, Brosentcha. Here, have my money. Oh man, money makes me so happy, okay? Seriously, it was just like whatever that thing is that takes sadness away in this game. Except money, so.
See that Reno clearly hates Walmart?
He prefers boutique shops.
I like it. $40 from Anonymous who said, thanks for encouraging me to get off my rear and do some squats. Oh my gosh. Here's $1 for every squat. You jelly? Sid is.
Oh.
Oh, Sid may in fact be jelly in the near future. That is cool. $25 from Alec47. Oh, hey, Alec. $25. He says, all this talk about jelly, you know, we will be burning about 200 jellies in Final Fantasy 12 later in the marathon.
Oh.
What? Don't judge us. They give good XP and their drops are worth a lot of Gale. Looking forward to seeing everyone there tomorrow. This money is going towards naming the dog in Fable 2, the dog.
Just a little fun fact, you can actually talk to Barrett here. Don't have to wait for him during this FMV, and he'll automatically run to the rope conveniently.
What a good guy.
Okay.
Oh.
I did not talk to him. There we go. Now we talked.
Yeah, he can run back and forth for a long time, can't he?
And then this is probably the longest cutscene you have in the game, because even after the cutscene ends, you have a good 15 seconds before any dialogue comes up. So anybody that wants to speedrun this game is looking for bathroom breaks. Definitely one of the major ones right here.
Absolutely.
Oh, good. It's an RPG. You need bathroom breaks. That's how it goes. Backwards Richard gave another $25. Said, let Rufus put this donation to the name of his choice. Not Rufus Shinra, but the guy in the red in the audience. Where's this Rufus? Okay, right there. Just think of time saved when picking a name. Always think to yourself, is that faster? SCOS738 gave $25 and said, I could be working on my finals, but instead I'm doing squats. Thanks to all you runners for helping with such great causes. PB&J is tasty and all, but we need to bring back the KD, Easy Mac Attack. Let me see what that went to exactly. I'm not completely sure. Ah, mac and cheese for Sid. That reminds me of the Final Fantasy IV run from years ago. But yeah, that good old twins were named mac and cheese. You know? Good stuff.
Well, I guess they do come together to make something magical, so.
And then they die.
Like a good bowl of mac and cheese does in your mouth.
Yeah, the next couple sequences are pretty slow. We're going to be preparing ourselves to go ahead and ascend the Shinra building, but now we're just going to have some feels with this scene and then Eris at Eris's house.
Also, second nade shopping.
Second nade shopping, absolutely.
Speaking about feels, let me see how Red 13 is doing real quick. I know, not a very good segue, but Villagin, still $340. Nanaki, still at 65. Let's see, Sid, though, Jelly is winning right now at $120. Realm is at $100. It's like the FF6 crew is like, let's go ahead and intrude a little bit, okay. Tara at $92 and Bear at $40. We also have Mac and Cheese, Lamb Bake, and Grandpa on that list as well. So lots of names there. I feel like Sid is going to be a little bit of a battle coming up soon.
Currently, we're about 60% on the way through Midgar. Actually, the Shinra building segment actually picks up really fast, so we're going to be out of Midgar before you know it.
Quatropus gave $5 and said, I do love how Walmart has the inability to shoot a helicopter down, but can snipe a man behind a couch. Thank you, Walmart. Jen gave $5 and said, love what you guys do. Nami is a great resource to help those in need. I also wanted to ask everyone to say hi to my husband, Ari. He's been having a rough week. Love you, Jen. Well, thank you. Hello, Ari.
Hello, Ari.
Hey, Ari.
And have a better week, okay? Hey, it ends tomorrow. Like, say goodbye to this week.
Ghetto alluded to me doing a second shop of grenades there. I actually left a little bit of money so I can buy batteries and the Midgar rod. That's just a backup strat for a later boss. But you definitely don't want to climb up all the way there and realize that you don't have batteries.
$50 from Giganese, who said, wished I could have gone down to SLC with my friends to see this live. Love Final Fantasy VII. Here's to helping with mental health awareness. Oh, by the way, less than $100 to 10,000. I think we're going to hit that in just a little bit. I don't think I even need to, I could hold my breath until we hit that, so I'm going to go ahead and try that. No, maybe this is a bad idea. Okay,
We just hear a thud in a minute.
Okay, literally not holding my breath right now. I'm just going to read more donations. $50 from Still Had All These, who said, donating to make FFL2 a delight with some monster %. Ooh, boy. Joker gave $25 and said, a donation to commemorate my new tradition of taking time off to enjoy this run. Thanks for all the entertainment you provide and for advancing such a great cause. Only thing that could make a better multi-day Persona 5 relay race, I was going to say with a name like Joker. That's what I was thinking. No, understandable. Donation goes to Runner's Choice, and that is the jelly. NPC gave $3 and said, NPC again. I'm sad that the great game Sweet Home doesn't have any names added to incentives, so I'm donating to add cake, cookie, and donuts as the names. Wait, it's a horror game? Oops. I don't know. I think I've seen some really scary cake. Oh, yeah, okay. Resident Evil 7 has some scary cake. So go play Resident Evil 7, have some cake. It's good.
Yeah, unfortunately, nothing's happening right now but a MASH fest.
Oh, $9. I think we're almost there. We're almost there. $25 from Rebel Winter, who said, I wanted to donate to such a good cause, as well as making Ark more macho and Terranigma. Gambit 017 gave $25 and said, hey, bro, Sencha, here's some gil for a good cause. Also, we hit 10,000.
Wow, guys, thank you so much. You guys are all awesome. Thank you.
Gambit also says, as much as we all love PB&J, let's have some more Final Fantasy VI in this FF7 run. Good luck to all the runners, and thank you for everything you do. Thank you all for everything you do. Yeah. So yeah, $10,000, that was pretty quick. We are aiming right now for $100,000, so let's keep it coming. Thank you, everybody.
All right, we're on our way to the Shinra segment. Let's go do it. Just have to do some backtracking first. Another preemptive side attack of a questionable enemy design, but
Why is a house fighting you?
It gets even spookier. It opens up and shoots missiles.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing.
It's like, get off my lawn.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
There's Grandpa for you.
Leonastic gave $35 and said, Nutella is the only reason to bid Sid. Brought to you by Nutella. Hey, if we're going with spreads, this is the one true spread. Winky face.
Wow, that was smooth, man.
Or is he just trying to say that Sid's a nut?
I think he's just trying to butter you up.
And of course, if you sometimes you overlook it, but some detail to the graffiti. You could try to read the words if you haven't seen them before.
I'm ready for some reading.
It's a piece of art. It's what you take out of it. It's not what's actually there.
I think there's some aesthetic value to this wall. We're going to go ahead and put the batteries in and then have to deal with that mini game up there where we just try to time Cloud, jump on that pole, get a first try. Just use an audio cue.
And what's weird about that jump too is with the frames, when the frames change, your audio cue point changes too.
Just really enjoying this music right now.
This song is really good, right? It's rarely played in the game, but yeah, it's a good one.
It was not so good on Windows 98.
I would agree with that. Steam initially had kept the MIDI music, but they realized that mistake and like, okay, we better put the PlayStation files.
Yeah. I didn't know that the final battle had words to it. Like, no, seriously, you're just fighting. It's like beep, beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep. By the way, Jelly is still waiting for Sid, but only about $30 over Terra. Actually, just under $30. If you said $30, yeah, you'd get it. Realm is in there as well. We've got a plethora of names for that. Red 13 is just kind of sitting static right now, but that is the next person who will be named in the game.
All right, my friends, we're going to go ahead and bust in.
Oh, boy.
Busting through the stairs. Stairs are faster. It's faster on PC, especially at the frame rate I'm going. On PlayStation, it's actually, with some good RNG, you can actually, it's faster than taking the stairs. You can actually have bad RNG and still have it faster than the stairs. But that requires some manipulation of the step count. It's an advanced strat. But one of the reasons why I do need to take the stairs is because I need that elixir that's hanging in the middle. Thankfully on PC version, going up the stairs is really fast.
Chat is excited for the stairs. They're loving it. It's like we had squats, now we have stairs. It's great.
Told you, leg day.
A lot of exercise, yeah, for sure.
Valroth gave $100. Thank you, Valroth. RPG Limit Break Charity Marathon, count me in. Always nice to see people putting gaming to a positive goal. Please put this towards runner's choice. Also, good luck on the run, Ellie.
Thank you so much, Valrath. Really appreciate that, dude. Thank you.
Yeah, I think the Jelly is winning right now for Sid, so that is great. Elbod gave $2 and said, no way, mates. Jelly is Sid. I'm in. Thanks for running and commentating this game. Yuffie Hype.
Yuffie Hype.
$20 from Anonymous. They say, my mother passed in February and struggled with her mental illness for the last 20 plus years. What you're doing to pull attention to it is important, and I thank you for it. Well, thank you for your donation as well. Quatropus gave $10 and said, As I was typing this out, you had already hit 10,000, but here's to 20K. Also, slowly raising up small amounts to ultimately have Jeff and Earthbound be named Trash. No name could define Jeff more than that. Poor Jeff.
I think Walmart has enough of this.
Joseph Fox gave $5 and said, I just have to, even if it doesn't win. This money goes to naming Nanaki dinner. Oh, boy. I don't think you eat him, but maybe. Atlas Jackson gave $50 and said, can't wait for Sweet Home and Diablo 2. Putting $45 towards naming the Diablo character Nasty Butler. After a good friend of mine. Is his friend a butler? Who's just like, I'm going to... Nasty Butler. And a huge Diablo fan. $5 to bring the healing power of jelly to Sweet Home. It's like, yeah, I got in Butler, but he was a nasty Butler. $150 from an anonymous. Come on, if Sid is going to be an edible product, we all know what it has to be. And that was to name Sid T. Oh, geez, yeah. He sometimes is Earl Grey. But we all know how excited Sid gets about tea. The answer is very, very excited.
Is it just me or are these stairs going slow? Okay, no, we're okay. So in this menu here, I'm going to go ahead and put the characters in the back row. Of course, putting characters in the back row means they'll take half damage from physical attacks. I'm also going to put the battle ATB to wait, which is another powerful mechanic technique for this game. It's also present in other Final Fantasy speedruns. But essentially, the wait trick is that we're going to wait inside a menu and have the characters finish off their animation so that their ATB is completely reset. And that way, we can get more turns in and have enemies turn less, is the basic essence. We want to optimize our turns. And kind of just fun when you remove the armor of these guys, their ATB resets. So that's why you're going to see them not get an attack off. All right, coming up is one of my least favorite minigames in the run. It's the guard skip, but I'm going to try to do the super fast strat.
Oh boy.
He's gonna risk it for the biscuit.
I hate this minigame so much, just want to be done with it. Alright, here we go.
Rotor Storm 331 gives $25. Is this serious time, by the way?
Yes, it's serious time, but feel free to read donations. I think I can.
Okay. Serious-ish time. $25 from Rotor Storm, who says, hey, Brossentia and crew, I just want to say good luck. I've finally started running Final Fantasy Mystic Quest any %. My first step in running RPGs. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest was my first Final Fantasy I got to own, and thank goodness I got this on my birthday over Battletoads and Battle Maniacs. Put this $25 towards naming Benjamin Nami.
Okay, we got it. Wow. Actually, I better. Okay, we got it.
Okay.
Fast guard skip, go!
Double clapping for you, okay? I'll clap twice for that one. That was great. We have $100 from Poplars, who says, here's to help us get to 20K. Depression is also something I deal with regularly for multiple reasons. I'm happy to support the cause. 100 for Grandpa as Sid's name. Oh boy, this is starting to turn into a bid war for Sid. Like, seriously.
And so what Ellie's doing right now, so there's a mini game and you can go through and read all the files, but there's a select file. When you read it, it's going to automatically tell you which one of these options is going to be correct. This is really pivotal because he needs the item that he's going to receive, which is that elemental materia. Like, it would be rip run if we didn't get that just now.
She is absolutely right. In the normal PC 80%, we could just skip that item because it's not necessary. Just in case you don't know what the elemental materia does, it has a property of if you attach it to your weapon or armor, you can add an elemental to it. So if enemies are weak to lightning and you decide to pair an elemental with lightning onto a weapon, you're going to see more damage.
So Jelly is sitting at 249 and 33 cents. T is at 150, Tara 117, and Grandpa at 111. So I think that the Final Fantasy VI community might still try to come together for this. I don't know. Maybe you should try. Maybe you should try.
Also, another trick there, you can actually, going back to the previous 4, you could actually know what the password is if you look at that bookshelf. The bookshelf is going to give you four readings, and depending on the reading, you can select the password. So I got best in that case. The reading was best. Which is good too, because best is the first option and it saves some time.
Let's see. I don't currently have any donations to read, but I do want to remind you, Nintendo Switch plus Zelda is the grand prize today. So, or not just today, okay, the whole marathon. Anytime during the marathon, if you donate $25, that's cumulative as well, so you don't have to do it in one go. If you donate $10 during this run, $15 later, you are qualified to enter in and possibly win the Nintendo Switch along with good old Zelda, Breath of the Wild. You've been hearing about it, boy, okay? And you know you want to play it. So go ahead, get those donations in. During the run, we do have, if you donate at least $5, you can be entered in for the Steam version of Final Fantasy VII, and at least $10, the PlayStation version of Final Fantasy VII. So, yeah, keep those rolling in.
We're not doing any shenanigans. We're not going to go out of our way to pick up things that we don't need, like explore the additional floors. We just want to get through this as fast as possible.
There's a really great, if you watch Palmer, this is great. Look at that. He just splits. He just turns into a hamburger. It's great.
Aw.
Another interesting PC exclusive feature is that a lot of the characters have open mouths. And you're going to see a couple of characters with that.
They're just very excited.
Or surprised.
Is he eating his mouth? He's like eating his hand right now. Yeah, we're getting that Sephiroth emote in chat, by the way. You know which one. So don't forget, the awesome t-shirts are back for another year, courtesy of the Yeti. That's YETEE, theyeti.com/RPG Limit Break. If you go there, you can go ahead and buy one or multiple shirts. The Yeti is donating $3 from each shirt sold to our charity, NAMI. So go ahead, go there, buy shirts if you would like. They are beautiful and have fantastic designs this year.
NPCs aren't. Sometimes they can troll you in this game like that woman did, but they're definitely not as trolly as FF6 or FF4 or something like that.
They can walk around them in this game.
Yeah. Coming up shortly is going to be the sample fight. And actually, that fight, once we're done, that's where we're going to cut off Red 13. Unless we already have a name.
Basically, if you want it to not be named Voligen, get your donations in, okay? Because not, oh, he's all jailed up there. He's all sad, okay? And you can make him happy by donating right now, okay? He got licked. He's very sad. We do have $10.50 from Battlehawk, who said, "This is the first I've heard of the event. I'd like to thank GDQ for sending it my way. I've dealt with my own share of mental illness growing up, and now it's heartwarming to see the string going on. Good luck on the rest of this and other runs. And we also have $30 from Yumuri. I think that's how you say it. Big thanks to the runners and organizers of this event. Final Fantasy VI fans, you know what to do. Sid must be named Terra.
So this is just another safety save. This is not necessary. And he did get the poison materia. Good job. But you will see later saves, and those are absolutely necessary to do a lot of the warps and glitches that he's going to do.
Poison in this game is actually very powerful. There are some bosses that are who you can actually inflict poison to, and it's used in strats for the longer categories.
When should we cut off the name, by the way?
When we kill this boss.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so you've got just a little bit.
I always enjoy just watching Kojo get mauled.
So aggressive. So yeah, Red 13 is sitting at...
Oh no, actually right now, I totally forgot.
Oh, right now?
I thought it was after the boss.
Okay, it's cut off. It's cut off right now. The name, as far as I can see, that's winning is Volagin. So capital V, Volagin.
Correct? Correct.
Yeah, that looks beautiful. And look, he's got that big grin in the... Yeah, he's sitting there. He's so happy. He's like, I didn't even have to donate for that.
ATB weight is a perfect example for this fight where it's going to be very useful, especially if we have multiple enemies on the screen. You see on the opposite side, there's four enemies, and if we left the battle speed on active, they're going to just recklessly attack you. So it's also a time save. We don't want to get those extra animations.
You're so cute, though.
Cute?
Say that.
Yeah.
You're not seeing their rolling animation and them hitting you in the face because of the time wait. Oh, there goes one.
Very essential if you want to learn how to run this game. You need to utilize the weight tricking. Just wait for the ATB to refill, then go. Sapple straightforward, just chuck grenades at him. We have plenty of grenades, so we don't have to worry about saving them.
Very nice. So the name after this coming up is Sid, right?
Correct.
And how much time do we have, more or less?
A while.
I would say an hour, 45 minutes. 40 minutes.
Yeah, 40 minutes to an hour, depending.
Yeah.
Okay, because jelly is winning, so if you don't want peanut butter and jelly, if you just are a peanut butter fan, but you're like, to jelly, you know, you need to get your donations in.
Gonna put Red in the back, sorry, Volagin in the back row, so to protect him for the next boss fight.
Volagin is in the back row.
By the way, after this run, the one that's happening right now, that's what I mean by this run, Disgaea 2, Dark Hero Days is coming up. Pink Pajamas is running that. Oh, Pink Pajamas, my boy. That is going to be an awesome run. And during that, we do have some incentives, namely the final battle attack animations. You'll have a little time during that run to get donations in for that. But if you want to see attack animations during the final battle, they're a little bit exaggerated. Okay, if you've ever played a Disgaea game, you know what that means. But slightly over the top.
Slightly high numbers.
That too, that too.
gonna go ahead and get locked up in a prison. Walmart refuses.
So how long have you been running this game?
I've been running this since for about 3 years now. That's when I started streaming. I started running this when I started seeing marathons like AGDQ and seeing some of these RPGs being speedran over there, and it was really inspiring. And this being my favorite game, I thought I would try to challenge myself.
Cool. Oh, it's been a little while. Let's do another roll call just so everybody knows who is who.
I am CreativeEly doing the FF7 run.
I am Getter Rigged,
I'm Riku player.
Riku.
the ninja.
Yeah, it's great to have you. You've been a little quiet over there.
Yeah. Like, sadly, I don't run Final Fantasy 7. I do run FF4 though.
Ooh, that's a good run.
Yeah. So, and like, we had that Paladin tournament that just went by that we did a lot of the restreams on this channel here, and between me and Natara, and who's just behind me here, we did so much of the commentary and restreaming for it.
Cool.
Absolutely. It was a successful event on RPG Limit Break. Just absolutely amazing.
Oh, it was a blast, yeah. I didn't enter this time. I should have. I would have lost so quickly. Everybody just laughs at me. Okay. Yeah, Bersentia wants to be in the fun, and you just laugh at him.
And so, just personally, something I noticed playing this game over and over, this is just a really funny scene, because Barrett says he's going to stay behind to clean up the mess of the murdered guy, right? And then see what happens when you go around the corner. Imagine being Barrett after cleaning up that mess, and then coming around the corner and then seeing that, and just being like, well, I'm done. Done. You're right. Oh.
Good, good. Last donation war going on for this game is Sid's name. And Sid is a very likable character. I know, despite his gruff appearance. So be sure, if you want that name, go ahead and keep donations coming in.
Drink your tea.
Yeah, if you know how you have Spirit Animal, that's like my video game character, like Spirit. It's been really hard for me not to have my sailor's mouth during this. Like, I'm not even joking. I would have those little explicit signs just...
Oh, what a good guy. Palmer.
Don't forget the lard.
Don't forget the lard.
We don't get to see the semi in this run, do we?
You'll see.
Oh, okay.
We'll see. We'll see.
Maybe.
It depends. We'll see.
Maybe if we get enough donations.
Oh, so you may have noticed that Elliot's been saving his limit break. That's going to be for this Rufus battle. It's to hopefully get the limit break off on the dog before the dog can cast one of his spells, which just saves a couple seconds and prevents some kind of nuisance. But there's a couple times you notice we save the limits breaks for the next boss. And if that fails, grenades.
There's always that chance that the Cloud's Braver won't kill Rufus's dog.
Poor dog.
Poor dog. So coming up is a really heavy action sequence with us throwing grenades from another elevator. Now this fight it is hold A to win, but there is RNG to it, especially this. Well, the second battle has the RNG, but this one we're just gonna chuck grenades till we win.
Yeah, the second boss, it has both a poison and a sleep ability, and so it can just really kind of wreck your day. It's not necessarily a scary battle, and it's really hard to die, although not impossible, but really hard to die, but you can lose so much time if he decides to start sleeping people.
Yeah, I remember playing this as a kid, and I got wrecked like in all of these battles. But I was also a dumb kid, so I wasn't very good at video games.
Yeah, these grenades, like, you could see the output, like, your attacks won't come close, or your magic, except for Bolt. Bolt will do good damage, but yeah, in general, it's... Midgar is a struggle without grenades, that's for sure.
Yeah. Next year, grenadeless. Everybody. Oh, yeah, that would be fun.
Just have to bump that estimate.
Right.
By the way, the overlay here is looking pretty awesome. I want to go ahead and thanks Orolin. I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry, but you're cool. And Namux, they can be found on Twitter at Orolin. That's O-U-R-O-L-E-N, and at Namux _NAMUX_ respectively. They did a very nice job putting this together.
Okay, looking good. No one's being put to sleep.
Just spinning.
It's like a preempt to another attack. Oh, but he got him before he did it. Nice battle.
Oh, very nice.
That was really smooth.
Yep, nobody got...
That was fast.
Yeah, we didn't get trolled by this guy. That's the good thing. Now let's see if we can try to get that braver off before the dog does something. I believe in steel first. Also, Rufus happens to laugh. That's also a time loss. Nice, we got it. But that's because Rufus attacked first. Just able to kill him now. Wow, 162. That is really high. This guy takes four grenades to kill.
You're standing really close to be throwing grenades, though.
Get to the chopper.
That was a very nice fight. Pretty much perfect, huh?
Coming up is our first mandatory save that Ghetto alluded to. Gonna need that to set up the technicality stuff later. So want to make sure we have material for the next fight. You don't save here, your run dies, so make sure you do that.
Have you ever forgotten it?
Oh yeah, us PC runners have done lots of bad things.
We're not just talking about mistakes in speedrunning either.
Oh yeah.
I know that we're having some donations trickle in. I'm not seeing too many comments come in, so talk to me, okay? Okay, seriously. I can have one-sided conversations here, but you don't want to hear that, so send donation comments in. Tell Ellie how much you love this run. Okay? It's being great.
Are you saying you're lonely over there?
I'm so lonely.
You need a hug?
Everybody donate
There's space
hugs.
on the couch.
I'm a little stuck over here, but thanks.
genius. This is where we see they have motorcycles and cars, but nobody uses them.
I especially love if just bust through that sign. Okay, we are almost out of our way. Get out of Midgar. That's what you call an escape.
Oh, I do remember playing this on PC, and the motorcycle section had a frame rate of like 2 frames a second. It was... and it takes about like 20 minutes to play it. I was like, this isn't really fun. I didn't know it went this fast. Grimora gave $25 and said, "Hey, Ellie, something, 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 Berserk Dridia, something, Berserk Dridia, something, something, PB world record, something, something. Keep being awesome. Donation is to Runner's Choice."
Well, thank you, Grimora. And of course, Grimora, you doing some back row out there. Appreciate it very much.
$50 from Anonymous, who says, "I can't believe I didn't know about this marathon before. Probably won't be around for the run of my favorite Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy IX. So here's $50 to ensure that Zidane has an appropriately silly name." I need to look that up real quick. They went to name Zidane Goku. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. Linux gave $5 and said, "Motorcycle chase."
I know, I do miss motorcycles.
I see, I told you.
Okay, just a funny thing to point out here, like, if you get red bikes, their AI is kind of wonky, and if you just swing their sword, they don't want to touch you. They want no part of it. Also, another thing to point out that Mies Baker, who I will talk about and give a shout out, he is, again, another pioneer of PC runs. Cloud is using the hard edge, which we never picked up. The only way we get the hard edge is from stealing from a random encounter in the Shinra building. It just happens to have it, and then we don't have it anymore.
But then my 2 cents is, if you watch the animation, it's not actually his sword that's swooshing, it's its hair.
All that jelly puts in it, obviously.
Also, how much does that motorcycle backfire? You're good. We have $5 from Grimelios, who says, "The Terror Dream will never die." $30 from Anonymous. They say, "Great games for a great cause. Keep doing what you do." And Volshuk, Sorcerer231, gave $1 and said, "Hey, bro, sent ya. Hi." Aw, that's so nice of you. People talking to me through money. My favorite thing.
So this is an instance where we're actually not going to spam completely grenades. We're going to actually have Cloud do bolt save grenades, and his bolt actually outputs a lot of damage. Of course, if you remember, this fight is not easy calculating. But thanks to lightning and the grenades we have, we can breeze through it. Also, this fight, we just can't hold A to win. We need to time this correctly, or else you'll get an extra attack off at the end, which we don't want to see. Just extra animation.
Not only is this fight difficult casually, but if you're doing it on Windows 98 and you lose, you have to do that 20-minute motorcycle section again. Let me just tell you.
You know, there is a meme race of 5 frames per second of Final Fantasy VII. No one's gotten past the first reactor.
200 damage is pretty low. I think we should be able to skip that.
We have $25 from Poplars. They say, "I really want to see this get up to 20,000, so here's 25 more." This goes to Sid's name as Grandpa again. Can't remember if Ares dies before meeting Sid. But how can we forget that Sid is Celis's grandpa? Oh.
Okay, let's just queue in Tifa's limit break in case. Good. Very good fight. And that's just like that. We are out of Midgar. Actually, we're gonna do one more glitch to help get out of here faster.
And then the next required save file as well.
So a glitch that we haven't mentioned is something called the paralysis text box, which is a really powerful glitch. The way some of these glitches work, some of these powerful skips, is that you want to initiate like an exit and talk to a person at the same time. And by that, you can have a text box up. The consequences, you can actually have free movement. So if I do this right, we can exit Midgar without having to go through the whole cutscene.
And then because of that, we don't lose our experience or our health as well. This would normally reset you if you actually walk out the way that the game wants it.
And just like that, we're out.
Aw.
GG.
Because normally you'd have a PHS and you'd choose and stuff like that.
You don't need to choose. It's fine. $5 from Atlas Jackson. They say, looks like Jelly's going to win, so I could put this to angering some chickens in Evermore. Unless Team Terra wants to prove me wrong. Oh boy, I see a little taunting there. Twali Amalar gave $25 and said, I predict that you will regret this. Hey, bro, Sencha. Oh my gosh. What do you call an organization that fights the stigma against root canals? The National Alliance on Dental Drillness. Thanks, I guess. Killgannon1337 gave $5 and said, love from SLC here. Drop another $5 from Super Mario RPG as the best Final Fantasy. Good luck. Good luck to all the runners. Can't wait for more Super Mario RPG any percent.
That Kalm shopping I did there was to get some restorative items for the next hour of the run. Those will be crucial.
Oh, good. Ms. Lady Goat gave $5 and said, hi, you're doing a great job commentating there. Oh, thank you. Thanks for supporting such a great cause. I was going to say, there's a lot of good information coming from the couch about the run and what it needs to be done here.
Mostly just mashing.
This is why we speedrun the game, to get to this point.
Right? The Kalm flashback. Oh, we love it.
Thankfully on PC it's a lot faster, because on PlayStation my
Sephiroth
goodness.
is like,
Yeah.
And see, this is just a weird thing for me, but I hear the windshield wipers even though there's no sound. Am I the only person on the planet that has that happen? Just hear, I don't know why. If you watch
can hear
it.
them ticking back and
Yeah.
forth.
Why are you watching them? But there's no sound.
it's like there's just static on the windshield. It's like, go away, old technology.
And before we find out, Final Fantasy VII is actually the Matrix.
Believe it or not, even though this fight is scripted, you can actually lose time.
Oh, God.
Oh boy.
I
here
know
we
that
go.
from my world record of life twos.
Here we go. Yeah, this you don't want to see him cast life too. It's
Nope.
too slow.
Well,
Yeah, I've never seen so many live twos until I saw Ghetto's run. She had like what, 5? You
Yeah,
said?
it was 5.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
we have $10 from Daragon, who said, I heard that the guy reading the donations was feeling very sad. I was licked, yes. So here's $10. Go buy a hyper. Oh, man, you are the best. I will buy one, like, right away. Kirby Masta gave $10 and said, donating from behind the couch. Super sneaky. I heard Brosencha. I heard Brosencha is lonely, so here's a hug. Oh, man, this is the best way to get a hug. $10 hug. Anonymous gave $25 and said, that sword, that hair. Oh, Cloud.
Who is not Zach?
$27 from the Countess, who says, Ellie's running Final Fantasy VII. Oh, my body.
Oh, my body. Thank you, Callie.
Here's toward Tonic using a Yeti instead of a Grizzly in Dragon Warrior Monsters, or DW Monsters 2. In my head, at least. Pow. We have $25 from Anonymous, who says, oh, my jelly body. Good luck on your run, Ellie.
Thank you.
And Ivory gave $15 and said, second exam revision donation. Yeah, Team Terra represent. Also, love for Zach. We haven't had too much Zach love, but oh yeah.
We'll talk about the picture skip later, but whoops. I tried to leave it.
We'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about
Tries
it
to do
later. Picture skip is actually one of those skips that I just did by leaving Midgar that runners would actually use on PlayStation. But if you try to do it on PC, you can't continue the story and you're going to soft lock. So we're not going to do that. We'll talk about that later.
We got $5 from Gambit017 who says, Bro Sencha, how much would we need to donate to see you do the motorcycle section on a Windows 95 machine? Depends. Are you good at formatting hard drives? I'm not doing it. Although, we could set up a virtual machine. Okay, plans. Plans are being made. What kind of geology makes a mountain like that?
It's a good point because the way you navigate around this mountain is just terrible.
it kind of looks like Lavos just kind of like tried to pop up.
It's a little bit like lava. Here's my theory, okay? It was a volcano, and the lava filled like these little cracks in it, and then the softer material eroded away, so you've got these spires going up, okay? Like, I can visualize how this was made, okay? I took one geology class once. Okay?
Or you stayed at a Holiday Inn Express, so you're a professional.
This is actually a negative consequence of the step count. You actually get a preemptive in the flashback, meaning Sephiroth's going to get a magic spell off.
Oh, nice.
But I mean, how nice is it just to randomly get a preemptive? Because the encounter rate is actually really low in this place, so we're just going to get one.
Are you still maintaining the step count at this point, or
Actually, from this point
you
on,
just threw it out the window?
step count doesn't matter anymore.
Okay.
Just as a quick recap about the name incentive, Jelly for Sid is winning at $324.33. Terra is at $182. So there's a little bit of a rift being created here. You Terra people better be catching up. It would be terrible if you didn't get it. I saw some movement on the couch.
I have a weakness for dad jokes, so
Puns are great.
Puns are the best.
We want to see also puns, a lot of puns during the Dragon
that's
Quest
how we
segment.
bonded for sure. It was like dad jokes for days.
Oops. Kind of a tricky screen. Again, if you haven't seen this run before, I would recommend, if you can, try to stay up and watch it, the whole thing, because you're going to see some crazy tech.
And so you just saw him like run in and out really quick. That's just to save a few seconds. If not, Sephiroth is in front of you and he walks really slowly and you just kind of like bounce off of him. So if you run in and out, it saves, I think, like, what, 8 seconds?
Not that much,
Not that
probably 2 or 3. It's pretty nice though. It's on PlayStation. If you do that, it doesn't really save that much time. But on PC, with the faster frame rate, for sure.
Someone asked what my donation incentive was, my donation choice. I'm looking into the future, naming Steiner Arby's, because that's really important.
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
I'm thinking Arby's.
Wow, all this free advertisement going out here. Spoffman. Spoffman gave $10 and said, what do you call grass that has been cut, dried, and stored to use as fodder? Hey, Bro Sencha. Oh my gosh. Goes for Brossencha's choice. Yeah, naming Steiner Arby's. Let's do this, okay? Like, Arby's needs to get a name someday.
Very spooky creature. Very deep.
That's pretty spooky, actually. Does he just sort of lie there forever? I don't know what he does.
That's a good question.
Does he just go away? he's like, I'm gonna go live at the Bahamas, you know. Maybe get a little suntan.
Okay, we're almost done. Almost done
Halfway
with
through.
yeah.
Over halfway.
I'm at the Kalm flashback, but
Second portion of the Kalm flashback. Or Cloud's going to be spending some time in the mansion. Sephiroth goes mad, of course.
So angry. So, we're here. We're supporting NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. You can head to NAMI.org in order to understand how they are striving to raise awareness of the difficulties that those who suffer from mental illness faced. And remember, they educate, they lead, and most importantly, they listen. If you need to reach out, you can go to their website or use hashtag StigmaFree on Twitter. Or you're welcome to tweet directly at them at NAMI Communicate. Do you think Sephiroth reads a lot?
He spent a long time reading in this basement.
What do you think he read?
He did not come out of the mansion.
So waiting for Godot.
Dun dun dun.
Spooky.
Again, just to really emphasize how important the movement is in this game. Like, my movement in this run wasn't. I mean, it's solid enough, but like, you really need to move good in this game, and you're not going to. It requires a lot of practice, again, because of how wonky the screens are. And when you're trying to do step count, you want to make sure you're moving as optimally as possible. Because usually when you're out of the step count, you're done with the step count.
You're still in it though, right?
I'm in it, but it's not necessary anymore.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of just referring to the longer runs,
Gotcha.
mainly the PlayStation. Well, the longer categories such as slots and no slots.
Gotcha.
But movement is a point of emphasis for the FF7.
So I've got $10 from the tongue. They said $10 to lick mental illness and unlick Brossencha. Thank you so much, I guess.
it's great.
$5 from Not Milk. I remember you. Hey, Brossencha, did you ever wonder why all the clocks have elixirs in them in Final Fantasy VI? Maybe it's because time cures all wounds. Oh, that's deep.
That was deep.
$25 from Caldrin, who said, I just started watching speedruns last week and I'm hooked. Thanks for keeping me entertained. Oh, you're welcome. We've got a lot more of them, though, so yeah, don't leave quite yet. Jimmy G gave $5 and said, hey, Brossencha, when will you do a Die Hard Secret of the Stars speedrun? Sadly, I was talking about that yesterday, and I'm not doing it, no. Kupo Kyle gave $5 and said, Final Fantasy puns for Final Fantasy Speedruns Part 2. What do Moogles always bring to that with them when they go shopping? Coupons.
That was so bad, I cannot bear it.
It's fine. It's fine. Gal Gagu. Oh. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to your brilliance over there. My wit's gone right now. Gal Gagu gave $10 and said, puns? Hey, Jelly, they want to get rid of you. That'd be terrible, and we just wouldn't bear it. See, we're getting... Yeah, you just made that pun, like, right before this donation. Go, Jelly, I'm a fan of that name. Oh, boy.
That was brilliant, Gal.
Yeah, we're just in the realm of puns now.
That's not even the right game, though.
I didn't realize we're sticking to only 7.
You gotta have some consistency.
Rydia was from FF4, so.
Oh, well, okay. Final Fantasy in general. In that case, let's bust out Carl Boss or something. The best of all bosses. A quick update on the donation incentive for Sid. Jelly is still winning, $339.33. Tara is next at $182. I feel like the FF6 community is looking at that and they're being like, yeah, let's bide our time a little bit, okay? They're just sitting back there. T is at $150. Tiavana needs to pick up their game. Grandpa is at $136. Doing pretty okay there. All of the fans of grandparents need to get in on this, okay? If you like grandparents, better donate now. I'm just trying to guilt everybody, okay? Marshmallow, 1201 gave $5 and said, loving the stream, donations goes to the runner's choice. That wasn't nice.
She's great. Yeah, that's so nice.
What's even worse is he only leaves with the head.
But there's another head. Doesn't matter.
I guess, yeah, either way, he comes out ahead.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. We're done with the Kalm flashback.
Woo!
or are we? Yeah, Walmart's the
Walmart was like, I'm done with these puns.
Ghetto mentioned earlier that you can't really control the encounters on the world's map, so actually it's pretty RNG how many encounters you get on when you walk.
Also, troll him. You have no idea where he's going to be spawned at.
Speaking of Chrome, this is the Zolom skip. You actually don't need to get a chocobo to cross. I think a lot of us also tried to YOLO it, but there's a safe strat for it. I am going to save the save because you know how hard the Trollum or the Zolom hits. Yeah. Got an encounter right before. Actually, this is okay because it's going to put Zolom in a good position. This is alright. Just some unfortunate time loss. Would have worked either way.
And so Ellie's doing something really cool right now. So you can actually manipulate and control and you're going to see it, he's going to steer Zolom. He's actually the one controlling that right now. And you're going to see when he veers off, the second he does, boom, Zolom starts to veer off as well. And so that's kind of like a little weird trick to like pick up. Like the first few times it feels a little funky, but once you get it, you're just a snake charmer.
The rest is history.
Okay, the pun war has begun.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Oh.
Yeah.
In normal 90%, we don't actually get this materia, but we're going to definitely need this for this category, which is the long-range materia. Long-range materia having the property of, if you equip it on a character, they're going to do their physical attack. So if you have a character in the back row, they're going to do half damage. But if you put it on them, they're going to do their full damage.
Then we're going to see another necessary save coming up in a moment after this scene with the Turks, and he exits out to the world map again.
Best reactions in chat. One person said, "I get it." Speaking about getting it, we want to get your donations. So please keep sending those in. We do have some great prizes. Final Fantasy Steam Key, if you donate at least $5, you're eligible to be in the running for that. If you give at least $10, then you're eligible for the PlayStation version. It's a little bit of a relic of our time. And then if you donate at least $25 during the entire marathon, you're eligible to be in the drawing for the Nintendo Switch Plus good old Zelda. Okay, get a breath of fresh air in the Breath of the Wild. Okay, yeah. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We have our mandatory saves. We're going to go ahead and get crazy.
Want to know what the best part is? We get to do Kalm again. Yes!
Wait, no.
You're going to see why we're going to do the Kalm flashback two times in the run. Pretty soon.
Oh, so we get to see more literature. Good. Chat is not happy about that.
I'm like, okay, who decided to route this? But you'll see why. And of course, we have to deal again with the Cloud and Sephiroth RNG.
Oh, jeez, how many deaths are you gonna have this time? Sephiroth face, though. This makes it worth it. Okay. We have $20 from Anonymous who says, "I love what you guys do. Keep up the good work." Neoheart says, "I routed this."
He absolutely did.
I'm glad he's in chat. Yeah. Thank you so much for this.
Hopefully no life twos.
Come on, life twos.
That's a good start. The attack Cloud. Look at that. He's oh my gosh, you got that.
The mean mug is the best thing.
Yeah.
Oh, good fight.
If Cloud attacks Sephiroth and he misses, Sephiroth's gonna face him like, what are you doing?
What are you even trying to do? Like, you didn't even hit me.
That laughing animation is so much better with that mouth. We have $5 from Justin. What would you call the fossilized remains of the sand snake? Basilith. Okay. Yeah, I get it. I think. Basilith. How much energy do you think that windmill generates up there?
I think it just pumps water.
How much water do you think it pumps?
Not enough.
Obviously, Sephiroth manages to burn down the town, so insufficient.
They're like, we should have put bigger blades on this.
Okay, so now you're seeing him do the picture skip, which was that paralyze of the text box that he mentioned before. This one's a little bit more finicky than Barrett Skip. Barrett Skip's really easy.
Whoops. Yeah, there's a nice setup. I'm just kind of struggling with this a little bit. But what I'm not trying to do is I'm trying to approach the gate and talk to the photographer at the same time. You could do it cloud, and you could do it to photographer.
Photographer's being a jerk.
You
Oh,
don't
I
wanna
guess
talk-
it's Sephiroth. He's like,
He's calling him back.
Right?
I see you trying to sneak past the photographer.
We got this. We got this.
Yeah.
Whew. This row's a little bit real.
You got this.
There we go. Took a little while, but we got it. I promise you, my friends, it's worth the wait. Because with that text box, doing that glitch, you're not supposed to exit that mountain, exit that area that we just saw Cloud exit. And the consequences, Sephiroth abandons you and Cloud's by himself.
Well, that's not nice.
So our intention here is to actually go back and go ahead and get into a battle.
So this is where it should start getting fun for us.
And then the crit, nice. Okay, there's a reason why I purposely died there. We are going to be doing something called battle mode warping, which is a very powerful PC glitch that lets us... You'll see what happens when we win the battle. I'm going to explain that later. And there we have it. What we essentially did is, yeah, we skipped a third of the game just like that.
All right, now's coming in probably one of the most intriguing battles of the game. I'll let Ellie kind of focus on his setup really quick, and then after the fact, I'll explain some more since I know him in his ear.
She's good.
So we do have a $5 donation from Kellerick, who said, I tried to come up with something witty, but I'm far too tired. Here's to eventually falling asleep in front of my phone and being woken randomly by hype. That sounds about right. I've done that on stream, so it's great. It's good.
All right, setup looks great.
So one of the main things that he was really checking there was making sure that Eris was the correct level and strength for what we're about to set up. So this isn't really a glitch that we use here, but it's more of an exploit against the programming of the game. So I think most people who play this game know 7777, which is the Easter egg. Anything that has that health, it will do that damage. And so through a formula that we're doing really quick by adding poison to him, we're going to heal him completely with an elixir, let him tick, heal him again with a potion, let him tick again, make sure Eris does 15, and then throw a high potion at him, and that's going to cause him to be 7777. Now the reason I call this an exploit is because the biotick is going to actually proc his strength, which is then the 7777, instantly killing him. So it's not really a glitch, but I don't really think it was intended by the programmers to work that way. So that's why it's like more of an exploit. But yeah, it's really fascinating once he actually gets this bio to stick, and that's just part of the RNG. He's hoping no trine and good bio.
Thank you, Walmart, for coming through.
We have $25 from Alja, who says, hey y'all, thought RPG Limit Break was last week. Nope. Super excited to see the rest of this run by Ellie and to see Bowie in a few days. Hashtag hype. By the way, Brosencho, what do you call really unorganized doctors? Mic drop. Doctors without sorters. Okay. It's not even the right charity. But it's okay. It's okay. I love you anyway. That was 25 bucks. Thank you so much. Oh, we are wanting a quick another roll call. You know, every hour or so is a pretty good feel for us.
Oh my god, that
okay.
was... Wow. Okay, not only did Barrett die,
But
Eris
then Eris missed. So
that is unfortunate.
no fun. But that's Ellie. I'm ghetto rigged.
And I'm Riku player.
Oh boy, and that was rough.
And that's RNG at its finest.
Absolutely.
Actually, a lot of the times when I would play this, once I finally knew I got my setup, I would always pull the Phoenix down and hold it over Cloud, expecting him to come and kill Cloud before the 777 proc every time.
But hey, that's why we had a save there, right?
Oh yeah, I don't think anybody, unless they're straight up already have world record pace, does not safety save there. This guy's just not worth the risk.
At least he landed a first try. Though if he kills Eris here, that we have to restart.
Neo Heart is happy about the first try poison.
I am too. Thank
Beautiful.
you. Thank you, Celis. There we go. We did it. I would agree and say this is one of my favorite boss fights in any of the categories because of the mechanics Ghetto was talking about. Just a quick shout out to Cloudy Final who discovered that active strat where we just go ham on them.
With the elixir, yeah.
So to quickly summarize, we did math there. Just all that items and Eris's attack, it'll get him down to 777.
Linux gave a buck and said, Walmart bio. Hey, what's the warranty on this? $25 from Anonymous. They say, did somebody say puns? What did the late group of Time Mages say? Let us make haste. What? Oh my gosh. What's a Moogle's favorite drink? A cup of tea. A cup of tea. Okay. Why did the Chocobo cross the road? It was going for a walk. Okay, we heard that
the
one.
walk.
Last one. What did Tifa make Cloud when he was sick? Cepha broth. What? I like that one. I like that one. That one was a good one. I haven't heard that. By the way, Sid, when is Sid coming up?
Actually, right now.
Yeah, pretty close.
Right now, so just so you know, Jelly is currently at 339.33, Tara at 208. Like, last minute donations are okay right now? Okay, last minute donations. If you want to get this, if you want to get Tara or any other name, just got to pass that $339 mark for the name. Come on, let's see that.
Just a quick pointer that you could talk to that old guy in front of the item shop twice, a few scenarios. This time, if you talk to him twice, the first time he's going to give you a powerful sword called the Yoshiyuki, and you're going to see how powerful of a weapon it is for Cloud at this point of the game.
Yeah, who discovered Yoshiyuki strats again?
It was Mies.
It was Mies? All right, shout out to Mies for that.
Yoshi has a nice property where if two other characters are dead other than Cloud, Yoshi's going to power up, and we're going to do triple damage with the Yoshiyuki.
Okay, and Sid is cut off now, so no more donations for Sid. Let's go ahead and make sure that it's closed on our tracker. Cool, and it is. Let me go ahead and take a look. What is Sid? Sid, tell me your name. Whisper it in my ear. I'm feeling I'm getting some precognition here. Tara wins!
Oh, snipes!
Wow.
That got sniped.
$608 for Tara.
Wow.
That came out of
nowhere.
nowhere.
Boom.
I bet there's going to be a donation comment for that. Let's see who sniped it. Villagin gave $400 and said it will be Tara. Thank you, Villagin.
All right, so we got like a lot of the FF6 crew in our party.
And Walmart.
And Walmart.
And Walmart.
Very basically FF6, you know, like General Celis, General Store, Walmart, you know, kind of similes there. You didn't even vote for yourself to be named for Red 13, but you voted for Tara. Okay, okay.
That's why we love Sid. Or Tara.
By the way, donations have been coming in pretty well during this run. We're sitting just over $11,000. Well, just over, like 600 over, you know. $11,662 for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. The charity has visited here today to see how the marathon has been going, and they've been absolutely fantastic. They've been bringing us food, and we got lunch, and it was a sandwich, and it was good. Honestly, though, they're so excited that we're here raising money for them this year, and it's a cause that is close to many of us here. We have $5 from Dargon, who said, "I'm really enjoying this speed pun." Oh boy.
Is there another one he wants to share with us?
Maybe. We'll have to see. Come on, Tara.
This is actually uncontrollable dialogue. He's just pondering.
And
I love the timer up at the top right. It's like, yeah, the cutscene alone isn't dramatic enough. Let's just put this. We had a timer from the first part of the game.
It's actually a free free bathroom break because it's like, okay, go ahead, you have 30 seconds. And then a nice FMV after that, so it's pretty nice.
Bad Scribbler gave $10 and said, Brosentia, can't we agree that peanut butter and jelly is a terrible sandwich? Here's the deal. The Terra, you can make more Terra puns, okay? But if they're all literally the word terrible, I think it stops counting, okay? Creativity, okay? Remember, think outside the terrible box, okay? But I like it, Bad Scribbler. Thank you.
At this point, on any percent, we would actually be like almost, we would be 75% done in the game. Still a little bit ways to go. There's our man Palmer.
With one of the greatest quotes in the game in a moment.
Oh, yeah.
Don't call me fat. And don't forget the lard.
Sorry. I didn't see fat. I saw fart. I'm so sorry. I'm a child over here. So I just can't help but laugh. Oh, okay.
Okay, just double checking that he has bio. Otherwise, if you don't have bio, this fight's really unwinnable in this category. Palmer is a really straightforward boss. You can't really die to him because his attacks are single, and you can just Phoenix down a character if you wish, but just gotta be careful because their single attacks are pretty powerful. Again, here's some RNG here, hoping that Walmart can land poison.
Oh, this is my favorite fight. He can move those hips, though.
His, I believe his evasion rate's pretty high, so he's quite mobile.
That's kind of surprising, actually.
There we go. I kind of forgot to equip the Yoshiyuki here, but it's not a big deal. Gonna do it after this. We're just gonna, of course, let him die, his HP tick down from the poison, kind of speed it up with the grenades, but we really have no reliable sources of damage. He has just a little bit over 6,500.
We have a donation from Hemi. $12. They say, thanks again to all you putting this on. I noticed that there's no Robotrek this year. PJ, save us. Oh, geez, that was a pretty hilarious run, Robotrek. But don't worry, there are tons of fantastic runs. This run is already being a blast, and trust me, it'll be even more so. So all of the Final Fantasy VII donation incentives are closed, but we do have a donation incentive for the following game, Disgaea 2 Dark Hero Days at any percent, specifically for the final battle attack animations. Usually you skip those to save some time, but if you want to see stuff that's a little bit ludicrous, get that in there. We only need $300 and we've got $40.50 for that. So keep it coming. There are also lots of names coming up. We have several other things as well. Game version for Mega Man Star Force 2, any percent, no cards. Name the characters for Sweet Home, any percent. And also we have Secret of Evermore, Anger the Chicken God. Whatever that means. Just needs $250 for that. So lots of incentives coming up.
So good.
I only split when he gets hit by the truck. And
oh, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I used to joke that it was Tifa driving.
There is proof when they escape Midgar.
She goes through the wall. I mean, come on.
Oh, by the way, we do need a new runner's choice. We still have stuff coming in for you.
What are the runner's choice?
Anything.
Anything you want.
Literally.
It's your choice, Ellie.
Do you like video games? Do you like any of the runs later? Final Fantasy IX has names.
This is a great cutscene to think about it.
Any Dragon Quest incentives that are?
Oh boy, I'm sure there are. Let me take a look real quick. Okay, Dragon Quarter. Dragon Warrior 3, name the hero. Dragon Warrior Monsters 2, game version, name the hero, name the monster. Magic monster line, offensive monster line. Dragon Quest 5, Papa's Fate. Either save or don't save Papa's.
Let's go with save the Papas.
Save the Papas.
Save the potatoes.
Oh no. What happens if you don't save the potatoes?
You don't save the papas.
Oh, those poor Papas.
Papa fritas.
$5 from Cursed Aether. They say, hey, look, it's that guy. Points at Riku player. Anonymous gave $25 and said Terra puns. Weren't those enemies in Super Mario RPG? They may have been. I don't remember. Faux Lochnix gave $5 and said, what a triumphant run. There we go. We're getting better Terra puns.
I just got the Terra pins, too.
Yeah.
They're called Terra puns.
Oh, Terra pins.
Pins, Terra pun.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's pretty good. That was pretty sly. Okay. What a triumphant run. Even if I've been out since my last donation on a snack run, which puts my PB at over an hour.
This tiny Bronco ride is actually a really long ride. We're actually crossing continents and end up the top portion of Midgar. There is a reason why we do this. But it's quite a long journey. Just get a safety save here because you see that Vol'jin and Walmart are dead. I purposely did that.
Oh, poor Walmart. Did they go bankrupt?
Finally.
Soon they'll be like big Walmart.
Well, it's because the things that he was selling us weren't around anymore. There's no Walmart to sell us.
Okay. Michael gave $10 and said, hey, bro, Sencha, you have to stop. All of these runs are tearing me apart. This money goes to runner's choice. You are tearing me apart. Quatropus gave $2.50 and said, that rocket is like me getting up in the morning. What a nice morning. Time to get up and nope, can't do it. Chrono Crash gave $10 and said, let's all wish Solomon a happy birthday. Who's Solomon? Happy birthday, Solomon.
Happy birthday, Solomon.
Cool. Wherever you are, Solomon, have a happy birthday.
Solomon, of course, a good friend of ours, especially in the FF12 community. He also speedruns games like Alondra and other stuff, and Earthbound. So he's shown his support in that aspect because those games are being ran here. So I'm going to be doing this Zolom skip the second time. Okay.
Oh no, you looped him.
There we go.
Pro Snake Charmer right there.
Wow. Yeah, like 2 times perfect. That was pretty good, man.
We are making our journey all the way to cross the Mithril Mines. So that way we are next to the forests that we need to be.
Okay, these technically qualify as puns. Mystic 7 Gaming gave $5 and said, Tifa with a tractor trailer truck for the win. Hitera and run. Hitera. Okay, I can't even say that right. Good effort.
Sure looks better on paper.
Well, sort of.
Okay, we are going to set up a very big glitch.
And I'm sure it can't be that big.
Oh, it's pretty big, especially if you were going to load this save and do the motorcycle chase again.
Oh, all 20 minutes of it?
Oh, yeah.
We knew you couldn't get enough, Rosencho. We had to give you more.
Oh, jeez. Do you have to do the fight after it, too?
Do we have to fight Motorball?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Oh, man.
There's a reason why I went all the way to the Mithril Mines, crossed it, and then reloaded the save. Just to set up a very huge glitch that we will explain pretty soon.
Just watch after you're like, I just wanted to do motorcycle section again.
We get to see Tifa's great driving again.
Good. That doesn't look like great driving.
So he's just gonna cuddle up.
Tifa, how you doing? How's everybody doing?
Great.
We are going to go ahead and purposely let the motorcycles hit everything.
Oh, no. What are they going to do?
They need to get to 1 hit point.
Barrett and Tifa, of course, entering this battle. So we want to have the motorcycles hit the left side of the truck, in which their hitboxes are apparently on.
Anonymous gave $25 and said, why not? Happy birthday, Solomon. I have no idea who Solomon is, okay? But seriously, happy birthday. I know of a Solomon, but I didn't know it was his birthday. If so, he hugged me really hard earlier today. Like, my neck hurt. Like, holy cow. Yeah, watch out. When it's his birthday, man, stand out of Solomon's way.
So just a quick explanation of the warp we did earlier to get to Materia Keeper and skip a third of the game. That's called battle mode warping. Also, I didn't mean to knock those motorcycles out. What happens is that when you die in that place, the battles in the Kalm flashback don't actually have a result screen. So just by winning a world map battle, you are going to warp to their area in replace of the result screen. So that's pretty much the gist of that. Of course, that won't be possible without the picture skip. Down goes Walmart and peanut butter, just like that. We're going to purposely kill ourselves here. Just chuck grenades at so.
Do you actually have to throw the grenade? Yep.
Yep.
It's like, good job.
Bad lob.
Okay, coming up is probably the most RNG heavy segment of the game. We are looking for Yuffie, and she has a 1/8 chance of showing up.
So they say.
So they say. So we are going to run around until we find her.
So
Oh, wait a second. I loaded the wrong save.
ooh.
Wow. That means I have to do the motorcycle chase again.
See, I told you. I told you.
See, we just knew you couldn't get enough.
Motorcycle.
It's all for
Oh,
Bro
no.
Sensia.
This time,
Exactly.
this time, change it to 5 frames a second. Okay, let's do this. Do this the real way. We have $25. $25 from Smileys221 who says, "This year I finally decided to start seeking treatment for my depression. I wanted to live my life without that stigma, but if it weren't for this treatment, I wouldn't be here. Thank you so much, RPG Limit Break and Nami, for all the wonderful work that you do. And one last thing. Hey, Bro Sencha. What do you call the group of wealthy people with children? The National Alliance of Parental Wealth." Wow. That is a pun. Thank you so much, though. Get ready for motorcycles, everybody.
Get ready again.
Oh, boy. As well as the best driving you've ever seen. Everybody can donate $3 for 3 motorcycle chases. Speaking about donating, though, we do have some incentives coming up. The next one is the Disgaea 2 incentive. If you donate now, by the way, you're still eligible for the Final Fantasy VII prizes. The $5, if you donate at least $5, you're eligible to be in the running for the Steam version of Final Fantasy VII. Donate at least $10 and you're eligible to be in it for the Final Fantasy VII PlayStation version. $25 at any given point during the marathon, you're eligible to be in the running for the Nintendo Switch plus Zelda Breath of the Wild. Oh boy, you know you want to find those Koroks. Like all of them. Seriously, there are 900 of them. And they're cute. So yeah, you want to donate, okay? Donate for cute things. Leo Hart gave $5 and said, "I look to the left, I look to the right, I whisper, Yuffie. My Lord and Savior warps me away. Hashtag Yuffie." $5 from Toasty Donuts who says, "I look at things negatively and that's a good thing. Why? Well, since I knew I was going to lose the lottery anyway with this $5, it became a donation instead. P.S. It's a little early, but happy Mother's Day to every mother in the room and Solomon." Happy Mother's Day, Solomon. Happy Mother's Day. Wait. Is that tomorrow?
Yes,
Oh,
it
crap.
is.
I need to buy something. Okay, so everybody thanks. You can thank RPG Limit Break because you're not going to forget it now. But if your mother doesn't live in the same place, you got to hustle, okay? Do the hustle. Probably too late, but buy something or at least get a phone call ready, okay? If you can't call them, have a robot call for you. It's all good. Ryan gave $20 and said, "Final Fantasy VII, the motorcycle speed run." Aha. $2.50 from Quatropus who says, "Put this to another cycle chase."
Just for you. I actually wanted to load the save where I exited the mineral mines with the 2 dead characters. I loaded for another save as an accident.
They should just really jump off it. Like, seriously, there's a bad guy here. Don't they know? Well, it is a back attack.
Now we'll get to see that sweet lob again, though.
It's like he's playing hot potato with only one person.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. It's not good. I just just love the transition from him standing to lying down. It's like no transition.
All right. Now we pray for Yuffie. Hopefully first try after that. Come on, Yuffie. We can feel it. Please. Nope, not quite. All right, 12.5% chance.
We have $5 from Dr. Amamine. Yes, it's written Dramamine. Oh no, hey bro, do you know why Blockbuster went bankrupt? It was an irrational reliance on the rental business. Oh, jeez. Have $5 for Arby's, and that is acceptable. I like Dramamine, he's a good guy. Wow, everyone in chat is saying I look to the left. I look to the right.
We're trying to summon her.
Wow!
Yes!
That's right. That's very good.
The chat worked, chat.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you, Twitch
Move
chat.
to the
You
left and to the right.
finally did something.
So we're going to see one of our first major glitches. The Yuffie warping. Or that skips. Well, okay, that's not our first major glitch, but you're gonna see that Yuffie warping works. If you died to a boss battle and you kill Yuffie, well, defeat her, you're going to warp to that battle with the party. So now we are fighting Motorball with a very powerful Cloud.
So remember, he got that Yoshiyuki before, which with each character dead multiplies in damage dealt out.
That's a good counterattack. I do have a counterattack for Tyrion Cloud. It's a 20% chance of him to strike back.
Everybody's excited for the return of the motorcycle chase.
There we have it. We defeated Motorball like... Oh my gosh, how many Motorball fights do we have today?
I think that was the fourth one.
Yeah.
Too many.
Too many.
$12 from Anonymous, who says, good job, Village, for his donation. This terrible... Okay, here's the deal. Here's the deal. We talked about this, donor. Okay? Like, I appreciate the donations, but creativity, okay? This terrible donation goes to name the trainer for Pokemon X, something that I'm sure the runner will enjoy. Let me take a look. Edge Daddy, okay.
So Ghetto mentioned that when we do the Barrett skip, the characters don't heal automatically, which is pretty nice. We still want the dead characters.
Yeah, the first time isn't so, like, if you don't pull it off, it's not really detrimental, but at this point of the game, it'll reset all of your stats to an early point in the game, and it just is not what you want.
Okay, this is why I parked the Tiny Bronco near Midgar. So I Yuffie warped to Motorball, and now the game resets its story flag, meaning that the game, we didn't do the flashback. We didn't do the Kalm flashback.
Even though we did it twice.
Yeah.
The game does not realize that anymore.
Are we doing it a third time?
No, not.
I was really excited, okay? Oh, man.
Now here's the consequence of doing that, where we didn't do the Kalm flashback. If we enter Mount Nibble, where you know the flashback does take place, let me safety save, because I didn't actually die. The game is going to get confused and actually soft lock temporarily. So Cloud's just, what's going on here? Okay, and then we're going to get the text box, meaning that the glitch has been successfully executed.
Also, I think it would be good to know if for new speedrunners to this, don't bring Tifa into that because the soft lock will not come back out. For some reason, the game will not accept her being in your party and on that screen at the same time. Like, you won't be able to come back out like he just did.
It's like, Tara, you're not in this game.
Now, Mies Baker and Neohart, and they would explain that scenario a little bit more technically, but what happened there, I entered Mount Nibble, get that text box. Now the game is, the variables are confused. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run away from a specific random encounter to have that battle ID set to a field ID, and you're going to see the consequence of that. So right now I'm looking for two plant things. Not two plant things paired with a lizard, just two plant things.
We, just to catch people up with what's happening with donations, we're at $115.50 out of $300 for the final battle attack animations for Disgaea 2. So, you know, less than $200 to go on that. We should be able to make it, but remember, Disgaea 2 is only a couple hours long, so feel free to go ahead and work towards that, as well as some other Mega Man Star Force 2, any % no cards, Sweet Home, Secret of Evermore donation incentives. That's sort of what's coming up here. So take a look, donate. It would be fantastic.
A little bit of RNG here, just not as bad as you feel. I think they have a 30, I would say about a third of a chance to show up.
Faizu gave $10 and said, good to hear you having fun reading donations, bro sent ya. And good to have a run to watch while I'm working in the early morning. Also, hey bro, it's been a great run so far, although it has been a bit punishing. Also glad to see Ellie's been keeping calm throughout the problems. That terrific on the motorcycle section is killer in particular, but trust me, the audience is in the Palmer Ellie's hand.
Speaking of that, I do want you to pay attention to what happens here. So I ran away from that battle setting the field ID. All I have to do is win a battle and I'll be warped to that field ID. This was recently discovered. And there we go. End of this too.
What? Well, that's something.
What's up with that story?
We skipped a whole bunch of story segments of the game, from the Kalm flashback to Palmer, and now from this point to the end of this too. That battle ID was set to the actual cutscene played here at the end of this too. In the any % run, we would go to the debug room, where we would look for a different encounter, and pretty much just warp to... In the debug room, what you do is you'd power yourself up, get some powerful equipment, and then warp to the final boss. But in this case, we have a low-level party, and we're actually going to go ahead and fight Sephiroth legitly.
I mean, yeah, the potential with this glitch really hasn't been fully explored. I mean, not that long ago, I found a debug room. It didn't benefit the speedrun community at all, but no one had seen it before. So there's still so many things like in this game we don't understand and are still finding out. And honestly, the past 2 years, the speedruns of these have evolved from their original form. Like, they've cut so many things out, like finited so many things, new strats like the Yoshi that like shorten time. So this is actually still very much evolving, like most of the Final Fantasy speedruns are.
Absolutely.
Did you say there was a Yoshi in this? Maybe I heard it wrong.
Yoshiyuki.
Oh, Yoshiyuki. Okay.
But we do call it the Yoshi, yeah. Yoshi!
We do have a couple donations. Cole Lazy, who is sitting in chat and you may have words with after this, gave $5 and said, or sitting right there, said, these puns make me want to tear all my hair out. Put this donation towards another Kalm flashback. Linux gave $1 and said, everyone in chat, Chip in a buck for Solomon's birthday cake. Happy birthday, Solomon. Oh, jeez. I'm so glad. Solomon's a good person, whoever he is.
Just a few more cutscenes and we're ready to prepare ourselves for the final battle.
Stream is down right now, but
Oh,
if it's cutscenes, we can keep going through cutscenes. Like, if you do get to something pretty important, go ahead and pause.
Sounds good.
Okay. I mean, the music's pretty important. That's it. I know, I said specialist.
yeah.
They muted me. I'm really angry about that. I was talking. I was trying to get excitement. $100 from Anonymous for being back. They didn't actually say that, but that's what I'm. My interpretation, okay? Also, that's part of the donation fund for Solomon's birthday. Thank you. Solomon's going to have the best birthday because of you.
So at this point of the game, we are super low leveled and we are not prepared to fight Sephiroth whatsoever. So we're going to go and do some preparations.
Okay, so while you were gone, my picnic people in chat, you know what you missed? You missed cutscenes, okay? So we're just trying to help you. I love this movement, by the way. It's the best.
Very dangerous area to navigate. We're going to go ahead and safety save.
I love how you run away from a guy who's not even looking at you.
So in this inn are two crucial items: the hero drink and the vaccine. The hero drink is an item that increases your stats by 30%, I believe, and then vaccine prevents bad status effects. Well, actually prevents status effects, both bad and good.
Alice gave $20 and said, hey, can't donate as much as I'd like to, but happy to support a good cause anyway. Hope everyone has great runs and better lives. Put this towards Sephiroth level 1 in Kingdom Hearts. And you know, yeah, that's going to be fun. You know what? It's fine if you're not able to donate a lot. Donate just a little bit. It's completely fine. Every little bit helps and goes a long way for our charity. So thank you all for being supporters.
So I am digging in this place because we're going to get one of the best materia in the game, which is W item. And I think that's pretty self-explanatory to why it's one of the best. And just in case you don't know, we can dupe items with the W item, which is why we get it.
No remedy, huh?
No remedy, which is fine. Okay.
I have a $5 donation from Dramamine again, and I'm a little upset because he tried to be bad. He said, "Hey bro Sencha, did you hear about the matador that was really confident in his physical strength? He was convinced that he was strong enough to tear a bull." He did a pun off of the word terrible. That's, oh my gosh. You're cool, Dramamine, okay? Just think of that when you look in the mirror. Cool.
I also bought Manipulate from Rocket Town so that I can use that materia to manipulate a boss later, or manipulate an enemy later.
Which is oddly called a beach plug.
I think everybody's doing it on purpose and just sending the same pun over and over. Anonymous gave $25.25 and said, "I'm really happy to see Twitch raising awareness for and supporting this cause, which me and many others suffer from. I'd make a pun, but I'm terrible at making jokes. Much love and many good vibes." I'm so angered. Okay, I'm really angered. I'm angry. It's okay, I'll live.
Now, Ultimate Weapon, it's interesting because we didn't even encounter him in the story. So the game, let me see about, should we live this? Okay, now, when you throw a potion at him, he's going to, his HP stat is going to overflow and actually cause him to go ahead and head straight to Cosmo Canyon with 100 HP. Because we didn't fight him in the Midgar sequence in Disc 2, his HP is set to 0. So you just threw a potion, boom, set his HP to 100.
He's like, "Oh, thank you."
And one of the reasons why we're fighting him is so that he has a juicy amount of experience and we get the ultimate weapon. Now, I gave Sid a 4th bracelet, which increases his defense and magic defense significantly. And more importantly, the reason why I grabbed the elemental material so that I can survive this ultimate beam. Actually, I didn't mean to throw a potion at him.
Just being kind now.
Yeah, this is a reset. I meant to chuck a grenade at him, not another potion.
We've got $15 from Oren, who said, "Because those animations go over the top, and that's where we want our donation goals. Also, they're terrific to watch." Okay, Oren, that's okay, that's okay. Yeah, we're still working on the those animations for Disgaea 2, so keep that coming in.
There we go. Throw a potion at him, and then throw a grenade at him, which does more than 100 damage. Counterattacks with Shadow Flare. We don't really care about Terra, unfortunately. Just want Steel to get the experience.
Good job, Steel.
Good job, Steel.
He's stealing the show.
Oh, jeez.
And just as we promised, guys, since we met the incentive, we are going to bring Celis down to fight Sephiroth.
Aw.
Vengeance.
Amarin gave $5 and said, I struggle with mental health issues every day, so I absolutely love this cause. Now, Bracenta, what organization is dedicated to making sure people are always able to find ninjas for hire? The National Alliance on Rental Stealth. Oh, wow. And then, to save y'all from the terrible box, if you use very heavy machinery to reshape a landmass into a likeness of a certain Final Fantasy character, is that called terraforming? As a matter of fact, it is. Wow. That's pretty deep. Anonymous gave $5 and said, this money goes to keeping Procentia terribly angry. Oh my gosh. Well, good job. I'm so proud of you. $25 from Anonymous. They say, we all experience disabilities and mental illnesses. Some are more prominent than others. I work with individuals that experience both of these as a full-time caregiver. Hope this helps the cause. Remember, you never know what someone is really going through. Thank you so much for that comment there. Yeah, it's true. You never really do know. But hopefully, you know, being able to fight the stigma as Nami is trying to do is super important to us. And so thank you for your donations.
Alright, Ellie's just about wrapping up his chores here. I think there's only the beach plugs after this.
I need to steal a spider web, and then yeah, you're right, the beach plugs. The death blow material that I picked up is a it gives you ability to do something called death blow, which performs a critical. I believe it's a 35% chance.
Are there things that increase the chance?
Yes, you are going to see that later.
Okay.
But having a higher dexterity stat will help with that. Just a spider.
Everyone's excited to see Celis there. Oh, Barrett's having problems.
Last order of business, get the enemy skill Big Guard, which is the best, personally the best enemy skill in the game. Not only does it give you a temporary barrier, or actually wall, but it hastes everybody. And I get an egg, which is not a beach plug. Here's the beach plug. But in order to get this, we need to manipulate, which is why I brought the manip.
What are these? They're hideous. I don't like them. Like, I'm legit scared. I'm never going outside again.
I don't know, I said that the house was pretty traumatizing.
Yeah, that too.
I'm never going back in my house either.
Actually, there's an enemy in this game too. We don't get to see it in the speedrun. That's in the sunken airplane or ship that's underground. And just kind of like when you get licked and you get sadness, this one gives you a creepy touch and you end up with sadness.
Oh, jeez.
Actually,
I think a lick is a creepy enough touch, you know?
one last order of business for the wolves.
Oh, by the way, final battle attack animations for Disgaea 2 has been met. So good job. Let's go ahead and make sure that one is closed. Incentive that comes up after that is the game version for Mega Man Star Force 2. Is it Zerka X Ninja or Zerker X Sarion? I don't know what any of that means, but you can donate for one of those. You can have ninjas.
I can't seem to reach this. There we go. Now we're good.
We have a $10 anonymous donation. They say, I have to admit I was not expecting this insidious barrage of puns on this stream tonight. Yeah, I'm hosting. Too bad. I swear I've read 13 or more of them in chat too, but I'm sure the clouds, 13 or more, red 13, okay, anyways. I'm sure the clouds will part and Aerith out of the room before we find it unbearable.
Oh my god.
But some of them were terrific, but the rest, as of incentive, everyone give $1 to get them to stop. P.S. Yuffie. I appreciate it. Yeah, I like you. $5 from Sarah. They say first-time watcher, first-time donator. Love to see Final Fantasy games ran. So many precious memories from playing the games as a kid, especially 7. Put this money towards naming Steiner Arby's. Yeah, I like you. Oh boy, one day we're going to have Arby's, and it might be this week. Fitspits gives $69.50 and says, we need animations. That must be the one that put us over the 300. Thank you so much.
Final dungeon. It's actually a dangerous walk because we are so low leveled. But things like having characters in the back row, and one thing we didn't talk about is having our party members tranquilized or being sad. What sadness does, it reduces the damage taken by 30%.
So you do want them to be sad?
Yes, I do want them to be sad.
Oh, that's so sad. They're just to the end and they're like, I had a bad day. Mutix gave $5 and said, I guess you could say we're trying to end the bad guy's reign of terror.
Okay, these puns have got a go-go. I haven't heard any. They haven't tell me before.
I'm okay with that.
Oh, this one's nasty.
Yeah, those gargoyles are actually nice to encounter because you have a few turns before they even wake up.
Okay, one thing to point out here is I am going to send Tifa to the right. Eris is there, I promise. She's just invisible right now.
Phantom.
She's just hiding behind a stalagmite, okay?
She's pulling a Scooby-Doo.
Tifa, of course, going to get a very important item when we send her to the right.
Which item is that?
That is the mistile.
Oh yeah, doesn't that do a lot of defense?
That is correct.
Okay, cool. It's been a while since I played this, so.
You're going to see how nice it is for the final battles. One property that it does have is that it's kind of bugged out where it increases the character's accuracy like to the max. I probably stated that wrong, but it's kind of the idea. In essence, what it does, it grants 100% death blow accuracy, so that's one of the reasons why we got it.
Oh, that's kind of good. I love it. You bring him back to life. He's like, yeah, I'm bright and cheery now. I'm back. And then you're like, no, have a tranquilizer.
Calm down.
Yeah.
There's nothing really important to grab here, well, when we were descending. Just that mistile. Oh, here we go. Final descents. Safe to save, of course. Now, if you pay attention when you talk to Tifa to get the mistile, it's actually, they call it mithril, but it's actually mistile. All right, everybody, let's mosey.
Don't forget to wait.
Don't forget to wait.
Okay, we still have some names for Sweet Home coming up. Or if you just want to donate and wish Solomon a happy birthday, you are more than welcome to do that. I'm sure he, wherever he is, whoever he is, might appreciate that. So, yeah, I need more donation comments to read, so keep them coming.
Final Descent has some RNG to it. There's actually been some amazing tech to it. Like it's been recently discovered you'll be able to actually manipulate how many encounters you get, depending on some variables later in this too. But this doesn't apply to this run. It's just some cool tech. We have to deal with what RNG we get here.
Wow, this is a really amazing walk. That was
Wow.
that was nice.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with this so far.
I mean, sometimes it's literally every single platform you get an encounter. That was really nice.
Oh yeah, I definitely take that. That's very good. Okay, we're gonna set battle speed to slow.
Not wait, we're good.
Final equipment check. Mistile. Looks good. Let's go.
All right, now Eris gets to whack Genova around.
Oh, good.
We want Solus to get that or the big guard off. Okay, this is fine. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just dupe some of our most important items, like big elixir.
I love it. I'm just gonna give me all the items I want. That's all.
Hero drink, of course. Few vaccines.
Too bad no remedies. That's really only desperate times.
Alright, looks good. So now we're gonna go ahead and stack hero drinks onto steel. Now, Cloud has the ultimate weapon, and his damage will be based on how much of his maximum HP is, so we want him to be full. So now he should be doing really high damage, because these hero drinks stack. Mistile gives Cloud a chance to dodge physical attacks and magic attacks 50% of the time. Very nice piece of armor. One of the best in the game.
We do have a $10 donation from Danky Can, who says, thanks for another amazing week of speedrunning. I want to make this donation in memory of my sister-in-law who lost her battle with mental illness a year and a half ago. We miss you, Lexi. The more awareness in the world, the more help there will be for people who need it. Go Nami and go RPG Limit Break.
we're gonna get a bunch of experience from Genova. Like a lot of level ups.
$25 from Shinbreaker7 who said, loving the run, Ellie. This run just blows me away. Limit Break has become my favorite marathon over the last 2 years. I'm excited to see it going great so far. Looking forward to an awesome week.
Now, you also noticed me that I set my battle speed to slow, all the way to slow, and then pairing that with Big Guard, which gives my characters haste, that'll allow me to have Cloud getting 2 turns here per enemy action. Couple of last big bosses to go, Bizarro and Safer. Now Bizarro, we want to kill him, at least we want to try to kill him before he uses Stigma.
We have $5 from Anonymous who says, Happy Mother's Day, Solomon. Thank you. Solomon is very happy for that, I'm sure, somewhere, wherever he is.
Just make sure everybody's tricked. Oh, no, not everybody's tricked. Okay. Somebody's furious.
Eris is there.
This guy has a pattern. He's going to go ahead and attack, do a Bolt 3, I believe another spell after that, and then he does Stigma. Hopefully not on Cloud. Okay, that's good. Again, not on Cloud, please. Very nice. Way to take that.
What a guy.
Good job, Celeste.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and vaccine just in case he does get that Stigma off, just for safety.
Tanking.
Hopefully this should do it. Nope. We're going to see Stigma, but that's okay. One more hit'll do it.
Just a little ghetto supernova.
Stigma can potentially be dangerous because it inflicts negative status effects on characters, but nothing super threatening.
Yeah, not like a confused frog with a mega elixir.
Oh yeah. Thankfully not. There we go. Okay, our next goal for the final fight: don't get supernova. Things need to go really well, like really, really well, and that's what I'm hoping for. Cloud needs to survive. a miss would help.
Good. This run has been super entertaining to watch. We've also seen a pretty good increase in donations. Hopefully we'll be able to keep that coming throughout the night as well. Still some incentives coming up, but now just enjoy this music and enjoy the fight. I'm ready for it, Ellie.
Final boss music. Oh, so good.
Oh yeah.
And
Let's
it's
take him
not
down.
MIDI.
It's not me, thank you.
That's all I remember from my childhood.
Yep, final boss is susceptible to slow. Okay, he's following a pattern. He's going to do Shadow Flare next. I'm hoping that he does it on Cloud, actually. And he dodges it. We'll just have to see what happens here. Does it on Barrett. Gonna have to revive him, that's my priority. Otherwise I would have vaccine Cloud there because he's gonna do a physical attack and that's gonna paralyze somebody. Shit, forget about that. This is looking good. Nice. Because of long range, Cloud will be able to reach him. Otherwise, you'll have a message saying you can't reach. All right. Wow, very, very awesome fight. Very, very awesome.
No supernova. Nice
No
job.
supernova. That's it. We got him. Last runs, last practice runs, we got supernova. This was just a clean fight.
Very, very nice. Just a little bit left to go, huh?
Just a little bit.
We do have a $50 donation from Crease, who said, I had forgotten that RPG Limit Break was starting this weekend. I've followed it for the past several years, but recently it has been much more personal as I have been dealing with depression of my own. Having to deal with the challenges of not only realizing what I'm going through, but seeking help has been difficult. While I don't know if I will ever feel normal again, I do now know that things can get better. And I want others to know that is true for them as well. Thank you very much for your donation. I love it. All right, everyone, we did our best.
Let's mosey.
Let's mosey. geez, I remember as a kid seeing this and being like, oh, it's a cutscene. Yeah, it worked on Windows 95. It was fine. But yeah, it was like, really? We have another fight coming up? Fine, it was Essentia playing it. I never actually beat the boss on Windows 95 because our dad reformatted the hard drive because of the registry errors.
It has been one excited ride, and very importantly, Eris got her sweet revenge, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, the one way to appropriately finish it off, Omni Slash. So time is going to be coming up pretty soon. And time.
GG.
GG.
Your time is 3:27:51.
All right.
Right? Yeah, you
Right on
cut
the
your
estimate.
estimate. Good. We even got extra. We could have fit in one more motorcycle. Oh, man.
We could go back to Kalm.
I don't think we need more calm cutscenes. Like, I'm good. But seriously, very entertaining run. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in into not only my run, but RPG Limit Break. Thank you so much for the commentary, Ghetto Rigged, and for joining our company, Riku. Some quick shout-outs to Neoheart, Kainos, to pioneers of the PC runs who routed a lot of this and discovered some of the big technicalities. Mies Baker, too, who's very knowledgeable about the tech for this. Next, Cart7 and Brutal AI for helping out with the step count. Those were really some of the first FF7 speedrunners we had, including Carnage himself. And I believe that's all the shout-outs. And of course, shout-outs to all the support that you guys brought. It means a lot, and I'm happy to show this recently, this new recent route to you guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you again for this fantastic run. And yeah, we had some great times, some great memories. Aerith did a fantastic job. Solomon, a happy birthday / Mother's Day. I'm so proud for you, okay? Oh my gosh, I had an absolute blast hosting. I will be leaving you, unfortunately, but that's okay because we have another fantastic host coming up during the next runs, which, you know what? Up next, we've got Final Fantasy VII. No, that's a lie, okay? Screen is lying. Ignore this, okay? Because up next, it's really Disgaea to your Dark Hero days. Okay, you do not want to miss that. Thank you very much, everybody, and have a good night.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back or continuing to watch here at RPG Limit Break. My name is Natara, and I'm going to be your host for the next run, Disgaea 2. Figure we'll kick it off here while we're getting all set up. Read a couple of donations we've had come in. First one here we have is from M. Phoenix for $25. I've been struggling with a lot of mental and physical health problems, and it's nice to have something like RPG LB to just put on and chill out to. It's a showcase of people I like, talking in depth about things I'm passionate about, and on top of that, it's sweet, chill, and kind. It's a boon in trying times. Thank you. Now we're on to Disgaea. We can finally end the tyranny of these terrible Terrapuns. I'm sure Brosendra is loving you for those right now. Thank you so much for your donation. We also have one from Strife Solidus. That's a $1 donation. Says, congrats, Ellie, on the run. And thank you, RPG Limit Break, for this event. Everyone, you did great. Thanks so much for your donation. Let's see if anything else. So, even though it's late, keep bringing those donations in. We have lots of donation incentives coming up here. So we are definitely not done. The next game that we have after we get started here with Disgaea 2, as we have met all the incentives for Disgaea 2, is going to be Mega Man Star Force 2, any percent no cards. And there's a bid war there for the game version. And that is, the two different versions are Zerker X Ninja, which is currently in the lead with $60. And the other option is Zerker X Saurian, which currently has no bids. So if you have any sort of desire to have one of those or the other picked, get your donation in during this Disgaea 2 run, as I'm sure it will be cut off at the end of Disgaea 2. So just keep on with your donations, and we should be getting started here soon.